Good day, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between. This is Toadlink here with Danganronpa V3. As you can see, we're starting off in the skills section for the court preparation because I wanted to draw attention to some stuff. I switched around some of this stuff and some of my skills, mainly being the menacing focus, which added, I think, 3 more. Three extra stars to my focus meter, as well as I think that was just about it. Oh wait, no, I did safety first, which removes the time penalty from breaking non-erasable pieces. So yeah, that'll be really good. So yeah, that's about it. And thus, let's get started. Let's see who got killed, either Kokichi or Kaito. It's gonna be really interesting either way. Let's see what we got.
Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
As we can see, all the mono kids are gone.
During the trial, you'll present your argument.
Oh my god, Kaito has a question mark over his thing. Probably Kokichi's the same way.
Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate.
Graduation is meaningless here. We already know that. We don't need your rules anymore. We'll find our own reasons to live. And we'll do whatever it takes to survive.
Kibo's going in this headstrong, isn't he?
Wow! An actual talking robot! I've never seen one of those before.
Wow.
Seriously?
He's got shot down.
What happened to Kokichi? Why isn't he here?
Aw, don't make that face, killer. This case has some unique circumstances.
Unique
Yeah,
circumstances?
he's also got the question mark over him.
Because for this murder, the victim's identity is completely unknown. Given these circumstances, I decided to start off this class trial while the victim is still anonymous. After all, it'd be a shame if I let such a rare opportunity go to waste.
Is it possible? I thought everyone had to participate in the class trial.
Don't worry, the person who's still alive is waiting behind the scenes for their cue. It's all part of the overall production. Anyway, let's get this trial moving.
I guess we have no choice but to start the trial under these conditions.
So probably the first thing we're gonna discuss is who is the victim.
What's there to even talk about? The Blackened is the mastermind, Kokichi. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, too.
It's too soon to decide anything for certain. We don't
Look at
even
me,
know
all
if Kaito
alone.
was the victim.
Jeez.
How long are you going to say that? The victim is Kaito. End of discussion.
But we need to be absolutely sure. If we don't positively identify the victim,
Alright, you know what? Sorry, I'm just gonna go into the options right here because the music is really overbearing on the voices.
the other person will never show themselves, right?
Before we can identify a suspect, we need to determine who the victim is.
Why are we even talking about something so obvious? What a pain.
Didn't you say you were not gonna do that? Everyone thinks that Kaito's the victim, but I have my doubts. There's a chance Kaito is still alive. If we keep discussing the case, I'm sure we'll see the truth. Alright. Onokuma File 5, Hydraulic Press, Kaito's coat, Kokichi's
Victim
clothes.
has to be Kaito. Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi, so he could have killed him whenever he wanted. And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it. So the victim must be Kaito.
Okay.
And the culprit must be Kokichi. You are a really good guy today. Kazing! If only mages could cast revive spells.
Gazing. There's no evidence that allows us to confirm the victim or the survivor. It's too early to declare who the victim is.
The victim has to be
Alright,
Kaito.
so there's no evidence that
Kaito was taken
Kokichi's
prisoner by Kokichi.
done. So that's either Kokichi's clothes or
So
his
he could have killed
disappearance.
him whenever he wanted.
Because the hydraulic press is
And
in
the
there.
hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Kaito's clothes.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it. So the victim must be Kaito.
Okay.
And the culprit must be Kokichi.
Wait, no. Found stuff in the toilet, small holes. Both holes are traces of blood around them.
You're a really good guy today.
Kokichi's disappearance.
Kazing! If only mages could cast revive spells.
There's no evidence. It's too early
The
to declare who the
victim
victim
has
is.
to
Mark
be
will fire.
Kaito.
Nope. Hold on. Was crushed by the hydraulic press. For some reason, their remains cannot be identified.
Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi. So he could have killed him whenever he wanted. And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence.
There he is. Kokichi's clothes.
Wrong!
He was gonna say, hey, Kokichi's clothes have also been left behind. And they also have...
I have evidence that points to Kokichi being the victim. I found this in the hangar.
Is that Kokichi's coat?
coat.
Yes, and look here. There are bloodstains on the sleeve. That would indicate that Kokichi suffered an external injury, correct?
Kokichi was injured.
The fact that these were flushed down the toilet implies that they are evidence of a crime.
What about it? Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press. As long as we have that evidence, there's no doubt that Kaito was the one murdered.
She's pushing this one strong.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of those irrefutable evidence thingies.
Ever since she found the body in the hangar, Maki's insisted that it's Kaito's. But why is that? I thought we had an understanding. I thought she'd want to believe Kaito is still alive. I think it's because she fears the worst. Either way, it seems Maki is hung up on Kaito's clothes. In that case, I need to demonstrate the flaw in relying on that evidence. If I do that, I think she'll realize that there's a chance that Kaito's alive.
Actually, there's something bothering me about the clothes found in the hydraulic press.
Hmm? What about them?
There's something peculiar about those clothes. The jacket, the bloods. I think. Maybe the bloodstain on the clothing? No, about the bloodstain. Since Kaito's the victim, there has to be his blood. What other possibility is there?
I was wrong!
Everyone's staring at me. Okay. Alright, so that's not it. Not the owner of the clothing, obviously, because we can know that's Kaito. So the sleeve of the jacket was the left arm, wasn't it? Well, Kokichi's was on the right.
That's it!
Kokichi's injury was on the right.
Why was only the sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press?
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Like, why would that deliberately be there? As if it was, like, supposed to point out that it was
If had been
Kaito.
crushed by the press, the sleeve shouldn't have been empty. There should have been an arm inside the sleeve as well.
Oh, right.
So the fact that we found an empty sleeve should...
Shall I pull that logic?
Oh, okay. Huh?
You're dumber than I thought if I have to go out of my way to explain it to you. If you can't even see that, then be quiet. Otherwise, you're just annoying me.
Oh dear. We've really started to bug Maki here. Red and blue, huh? Fits. 1.5 hydraulic press cutters, coats, swiping the bloodstain,
The coat
bloodstain.
sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else. But Kaito, if you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
Maki, you look even more murderous than usual. I need to do well in this debate, or I think she's gonna kill me.
The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
Okay, I don't know what...
I wasn't looking hard enough. What do you mean?
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
Ah,
So when the hydraulic press crushed him, all that stuck out was his coat sleeve.
that's wrong. He
You
only
understand to be quiet already.
did that
Otherwise,
for
you're
his
getting
right
away.
hand, for his right arm, not his left. Maki's claims appears solid, but I know that's not it. She's wrong. We can't conclude Kaito's dead on that evidence.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his...
I'll cut through your words.
Said it was only his right. Well, that sleeve was obviously his left.
Yes, it's true. Kaito never put his arm through his sleeve. But that was just his right arm. He wore his left sleeve normally. And the left sleeve was the one we found outside the press. Knowing how Kaito wore his coat, that's oddly strange, isn't it?
Then maybe neither of his arms were through the sleeves.
Huh?
It's a possibility. In the end, your reasoning is full of holes.
Sorry, Maki. I think you're barking up the wrong tree here.
Stop getting in my way. I have to defeat Kokichi.
Defeat? Maki, what's really going on? Seems you've made up your mind that Kaito's definitely dead. But why would you do that?
It's like Maki said, though. Kaito's gotta be the victim. Because if Kokichi, the mastermind, was dead, the killing game would be over. Yeah, that's true.
Monokuma, hurry up and bring Kokichi here. We already know who the victim is.
Huh? Already? You sure it's not too soon?
We need the suspect present, now that he's the subject of our discussion.
It's gonna be totally wrong, and like all three, like Himiko, Maki, and Tsumugi are gonna be like totally like shocked.
Gotcha. I guess I'll bring him out now. Hey, Mr. Suspect! That's your cue!
In use? That's funny, isn't it? It's the Exisol? Or is he gonna open up the cat hatch?
An exisal?
It's who's piloting it. Yeah, and he's also in front of Kaito's portrait too.
What? Why is an Exisol here?
Whoops, my bad. Seems like I gave you guys a scare, huh?
Yeah, thought so. What is this?
Kaito's voice?
Kaito?
There was a lot going on, so I just hid in an exisol and kind of dozed off.
Dozed off?
That's why I'm so late. Anyway, what's going on, guys?
Why are you still in it? Why is the Exisol still in your pose?
Oh, hold on. Then the one that died wasn't Kaito.
Stupid! That was just a lie!
No. Something's off here. Kokichi can't fully replicate his voice, can he? No. It's still gonna be a mystery. Or is it? That's in front of Kokichi.
You guys thought I died? I would never! No way!
Kokichi?
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry.
Yeah, Kokichi's voice actors definitely had fun with him.
Wow, that's old. How old are you?
I thought as much. Your appearance right now is fit for a lowly asshole like you.
You're making me blush. You're getting so angry over me.
Is that really you, Kokichi?
That's right, Cracker Jack.
Seriously, how old are you?
Then why are you hiding in there? Show yourself.
Oh, this is more for self-defense. Little Miss
Cranky Pants would kill me if I showed myself.
No.
I understand how you guys must feel. You can't believe it because I'm like this, right? That's what I thought. In that case, I brought evidence.
Evidence?
Ta-da! The video camera.
The video camera? Like we're supposed to know of it?
It was in the warehouse, but I brought it to the hangar, just in case. Man, that was a smart move. Thanks to this, I filmed it so everyone could see it clearly. The moment the victim died.
What did you say?
Alrighty then. Let's watch this shocking moment. Hey, Monokuma. Can you connect the video camera to the monitor?
Roger that!
Monokuma grabbed the camera from the exocell, hooked it up to the courtroom's monitor, and played the tape for us. Tape? I somewhat feel unconvinced.
Huh? Kaito?
This is terrible. Why would something like this?
That's a new pose.
I saw it through my fingers. The moment Kaito was crushed.
Whoops.
By the way, I'd like to add that this footage has not been doctored in any way. This video camera only has the basic functions. Just the play, record, and pause buttons, so you can't edit after filming it. And of course, I didn't upload it to a computer to edit it either. Right, Monokuma? Oh, you can talk. Your answer is necessary for a fair discussion.
I see. If it's necessary for a fair discussion, then I will answer. No trace of that footage was found on any of the computers inside the Academy.
See, if it wasn't connected to any computer, then editing the footage would be impossible. Which means this footage is 100% real.
If that's the case, then it would seem our suspicions can be lifted. The body we found inside the hangar, crushed in the hydraulic press, is definitely Kaito.
The murder video. But it's still odd. Why was... Because we saw in the video that Kaito's arm was also struck by the Kaito's arm also had like a little bit of a blood stain on his left arm, and why would Kokichi take off his jacket? Was that really him?
Poor Kaito. I can't believe he died such a horrible death. He died with his guts and his brain splattered all over that machine.
Himiko, please.
Stop it! Now I'm starting to not feel well. Probably because I used my magic to transfer all my barf over to you.
Oh my god.
I know that's a joke, but the thought of it...
Why? Why was Kaito killed? Well, obviously we kind of know. If this is really Kokichi, Kokichi had no reason to kill Kaito. He had just told us that he was the mastermind, that the killing game was over. So what would he gain by killing Kaito?
It looks like you finally believe that I'm the one in this exasol.
Yes. With that, we can definitively say that the culprit is...
He's gonna say not you.
Huh? Why?
You filmed the moment the victim died, which means you were present at the scene. As the person who filmed this footage, you're the only one who could be the culprit.
But if the culprit shot the video, why would they go out of their way to show it?
Oh, man, you got me! Yeah, I'm the culprit.
What?
Jeez, I totally dug my own grave.
That's sarcasm.
Here's the truth. I decided to participate in this trial in an exisal after I killed Kaito. Of course, it was mostly to make the victim unknown, to jazz up this trial. I took that footage for proof, so I could reveal it after you guys get the correct answer.
No, there's too many unanswered questions. This will be too short.
I totally spaced out. I wasn't supposed to show it right away.
So does that mean you admit to the crime?
Oh, man. I dug my own grave again? Well, I don't think you guys will believe any of the excuses I make now. So, I give up.
You're giving up? Does that mean it's been decided? Is it okay that this trial was so short?
That's fine. We knew from the very start that Kokichi was the killer. But before we vote, I want to say something to Kokichi.
You bastard!
You may be the mastermind, but I won't let you escape after you violated the rules. That would desecrate the killing game Junko Enoshima created, right? Your beloved Junko Enoshima.
She's trying to drag him into a corner, but I don't think it's gonna work.
Junko?
He doesn't know.
Whatever. It's voting time now. Let's go before Kokichi changes his...
No, hold on a second. This isn't right. The culprit comes in, confesses to the crime, and the trial ends? That's not how this goes. That doesn't sound like the kind of game Kokichi or Monokuma or Junko would play.
What if the mastermind got tired of it? The remnants of despair were like that.
No, if they were tired of it, they wouldn't have put all that effort into the video. There would have been no need for this class trial in the first place. Something's not right. We need to get a better feel for the situation. I think Kokichi has some sort of plan. He's trying to trap us.
Trap us? Are you saying Kokichi isn't the culprit? Then are you suggesting one of us is the culprit?
What?
If it's not Kokichi, then the culprit must be one of us.
One of us? That's not possible.
No, I didn't say that. I was just saying it's dangerous to trust Kokichi.
Shuichi is so distrusting. But it's exactly like Shuichi said. I'm actually not the culprit.
Seriously?
What? But that contradicts what you said previously.
Well, obviously he was lying, Kibo.
At first, that was a lie. Sorry, I lied again. The real culprit of this case is super bad at hiding themselves, so I thought I could help. I pretended to be the culprit by using the footage. It made the game more interesting, too.
Are you serious? What's the truth and what's a lie? I don't know anymore.
It's fine, because Kokichi is the culprit. He killed Kaito. No matter how much he deceives us, it won't change our minds. The footage shows he did it. Kokichi has to be the only option.
The only option? Is that really true? Are we just going to leave it at that? Hydraulic press, safety function, bloodstain in the bathrooms. I'm
There's
going to
no
say
doubt
safety
that
function.
Kokichi is the culprit. We all saw that footage from earlier, right?
Kaito got crushed to death. What a horrible video.
Whoever committed that crime was with Kaito in the hangar.
Which just leaves Kokichi then.
Then the culprit is...
Kokichi Oma, the mastermind of this entire killing game. And Kaito's killer.
Kokichi killed Kaito with the hydraulic press. That's a consensus right now. But is that even possible?
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit. We all saw that footage from earlier, right?
Because if that...
got crushed to death.
Because if it was really the hydraulic press, then why didn't the safety function go off? Sure, the power cord got cut, but that was after.
The safety function would make it impossible to kill Kaito with the press.
because I'm thinking that the hydraulic press was post-mortem, when there wouldn't be any life left in Kaito.
A safety function.
Yes, it was written on the safety precautions. The hydraulic press will automatically stop if its infrared sensor detects a living organism.
So the hydraulic press won't move at all if there's a living person under it?
Which is why it couldn't have been used to kill Kaito.
Which means it's more likely that Kaito was crushed after being killed by some other means.
Yeah.
So what we saw in that video, he was already dead by then?
But you could disable the infrared sensor of the safety function with an electro bomb.
No, I don't think Kokichi would use an electro bomb for that purpose. It would have taken down the hangar's alarm system and the Exosol's remote control.
It would have put Kokichi at a significant disadvantage.
Plus, I would assume the video camera wouldn't have worked too, because it would be in the vicinity.
But you can't be too sure I wouldn't do that. I'm the type who would do anything for fun.
Also, we don't have any evidence of a different murder method other than the hydraulic
No, we do. I have a plausible theory for the murder.
What?
Yes, this is a clue that suggests the victim was killed before being crushed. I found it somewhere around the hydraulic press. That would be the crossbow, or it could be Kaito's coat, suggesting the crossbow. There was a crossbow in the bathroom. Perhaps the victim was killed there? There shouldn't have been evidence of the body being carried to the hydraulic press. Was there any evidence?
Oh no!
Okay, fine. Gotta do the swipe pattern.
This is it!
Jeez, okay.
There was a swipe pattern bloodstain in the hangar, suggesting a body was dragged.
You just gotta get in that big old swipe,
The
you know?
bloodstain goes from the bathroom all the way to the press.
Oh, that was the restroom where Kaito was being held, wasn't it?
I'm really digging this aerial view of it. It's cool. Get a real dimensionality to the place.
Bloodstains were also found inside the bathroom. That can't be coincidence.
So Kaito was killed in the restroom, then dragged to the press and crushed?
If the bloodstain even was Kaito's.
Saying was Kokichi's?
What?
We
Well,
only
oh, yeah.
guessed that Kaito was killed in the bathroom.
Because of the bloodstains, but it could because Kokichi was also shot with it. She's thinking that.
Since his body was crushed, we'll never know if Kaito died some other way.
We might not be able to examine the body, but do we have evidence to suggest the cause of death? His little piercing on his sleeve.
There! The small hole on the sleeve of Kaito's coat is the key to his cause of death.
This small hole? No. There is no way that hole's got anything to do with the weapon. I'll hit you with my everything you buy will go on sale the next day curse.
What?
Himiko, what's wrong? Why are you freaking out all of a sudden?
Right, because she brought Kaito the crossbow.
I'm not freaking out. I'm just saying it's impossible for the weapon to be that small.
No, it's not impossible. I can show you. Weapon that left that small hole in Kaito's sleeve was the 3 arrows. The arrows in the bathroom. What can you do with an arrow? Are you saying they stabbed with him with it?
Oh no!
Fine. Ugh. God, okay. The crossbow then.
This is it!
Jesus. I'm always like thinking one step
I believe
ahead.
The weapon was the crossbow found in the bathroom.
A crossbow arrow would certainly leave a hole that small. Can we then conclude that Kaito was shot with that crossbow? If so, that crossbow just might be the actual murder weapon used to kill Kaito.
I see. It's so surprising betting that a crossbow is the murder weapon.
Himiko, you're floundering.
Seriously, Himiko, what's wrong?
She probably needs to pee. Anyway, about Kaito getting shot. If that was his cause of death, then I wonder who shot him with the crossbow. Well, I already know, but I won't tell you.
He's just playing with us.
That's what he always
Let's
does.
show him that playtime is over. Let's show him that the students of Hope's Peak Academy will never submit to despair.
Hope? Despair?
What was that? What was that little tidbit there? The same crossbow, 3 arrows.
I
Front
wonder
shutter.
who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right, guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
We couldn't go in the hangar. The alarm system and electric barrier were in the way.
Barrier.
Go in the hangar. And Kokichi had been in there, then he must be the one.
I see, so I'm the culprit.
Kaito would have been in there, but the murder weapon was the crossbow. Knowing that, we should be able to visualize the murder.
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow.
Hag.
What a mystery, right, guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
Side. Hey, Kaito. It's either that one or
We couldn't
Himiko's
go
one.
in the hangar. The alarm system and electric barrier were in the way.
Nope. Okay. Oh wait, no, that was the shutter. Duh. I was supposed to hit the bathroom window.
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow.
There it is.
What a mystery, right, guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
There it is.
That's wrong.
because Himiko was directly seeing the hangar, but this was where the shot
Even
was
without
fired
going
from.
in the hangar, it was possible to land a shot with a crossbow. There was a window in the bathroom of the hangar.
Here's the thing: you would need to be kind of tall to be able to get a shot in, and even then, you would have to be able to like hit it up against the window,
Maybe it
like
wasn't
prop up
possible
against
to
the
get
wall.
in, but you
so you
could
can
have
get a
shot
shot
through
in.
the window. And remember that Kaito was confined to the bathroom.
So if they shot Kaito through the window, they could have killed him in the hangar. Which means the murder suspect list grows to 6 people, including me!
What did you say? But put plainly, that means...
It seems Shuichi wants to make one of us the culprit. Is that it?
Uh-oh. We're starting to rub Maki the wrong way.
Is that what a detective does?
Huh?
Do detectives always accuse people, even when they're friends? It seems like it. You suspected Kaito in the previous class trial, too.
Did we? No, we didn't. Everybody else suspected him, but we proved that wrong.
You're always suspicious of your friends.
What's wrong, Maki? You seem like you're kind of on edge.
So we obviously know that Himiko brought in the crossbow, but why? But Maki is always kind of. Maki seems to have a little bit of a stake in this. I don't know why.
Of course I am. When we said we would defeat the remnants of despair, someone got in our way.
No, you don't understand. I'm not trying to...
It doesn't matter how much you get in my way. I will absolutely defeat Kokichi. I won't let despair escape. I won't let it win.
Now, let's stop this boring fight and continue on with the not-so-boring trial. So we all agree that the murder could be done by anyone and not just me, right?
That might be true, but I didn't know about the window.
Neither did I.
Really? You guys didn't see
Really,
it?
Himiko? What's the matter? You've been weird since we mentioned small holes.
Uh-oh.
What? Are you after my small hole too?
Oh my god. Jesus. Now you're starting to turn into a little bit of Mew there.
See? Now that's definitely weird.
Look at it this way. Just because the culprit could be anyone, not everyone is a suspect. We can pretty much narrow it down to anyone who knew about the crossbow.
I never knew about any crossbow.
Sorry, Himiko, but that was a blatant lie.
In other words, I'm not suspicious. There's no way you can consider me.
It does concern me that Himiko went to the hangar last night.
Well, really? You went to the hangar, Himiko?
You already knew this, you old bitch.
Yes, she did. I definitely saw her.
You were watching me?
It's awfully suspicious that you went to the hangar last night. Okay, then the culprit is Himiko.
Wait! Don't say it's me! Maki's more suspicious than I am.
Now she's starting to pass the blame around.
What?
That crossbow came from your research lab, right? You could have gotten that crossbow whenever you wanted. Anyone could have gone to her research lab, though. She's not the only suspect. I don't know about that. She's definitely the most suspicious.
Maki's garden glared at her.
Even if you make that scary face at me, I'm not gonna get scared.
Because if you start panicking, then we'll know that you're the culprit.
I said I'm not the culprit. I swear.
That little stutter isn't convincing.
Kokichi's the suspicious one. Maki too. They're both the culprits.
Why am I a suspect?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Anyone could have entered my research lab.
Yeah, I'll admit that I'm suspicious. Okay, maybe I am the culprit. Maybe I'm the
I'm the
culprit.
culprit.
Maybe I'm the culprit. Alright then, it's obviously the black bag. That's because Himiko was carrying that. Poison?
Why am
I'm the number one suspect because I was in the hangar.
If you are the
Punishing
culprit,
my magic.
Alright, I'm gonna go with Kokichi's one
explain
first.
the crossbow.
Explain the crossbow.
There's a good
That
source around
doesn't matter
there.
at all.
No ways, keep us count.
So I went there
Then
and
who
I'm the
found
number one suspect.
Kokichi did it.
I'm the one who shot Kaito.
Alright. We should look at the inconsistency of in her testimony. There's a lie there somewhere.
Why am
Alright, so it's
Number
obviously
one
up.
suspect,
God.
Because I was in the hangar.
Let's go with Maki next.
crossbow is a crime scene?
Because we can already tell that what it is.
Did not come from
the
me.
crossbow.
Come from me.
There's a good
I know he
magic
could have
source
gotten it
around
from her
there.
research lab.
So I went
Then
there
who
and
I'm
asked
the
you?
number one suspect.
Kokichi did
I'm the
it.
one who shot Kaito.
Explain the crossbow. Alright. And obviously,
I'm the
it's
number
gonna
one
be Himiko.
suspect because I was in the hangar.
Because we have Kiba's account of that.
If
I was
you
the
are
one
the
punishing
culprit,
my magic.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Did
mean?
not come from
the
me.
crossbow.
There's a good magic source around there.
Magic source around there?
So I went
Then
there
who
and
I'm the
found
number one suspect.
What? There we go. Sorry, Himiko, but you're done. I know you probably had a reason to, and you, not just murder, but
You said that you went to the hangar empty-handed. But that's a lie, isn't it?
What are you talking about? It's not a lie.
But Kibo saw you. He said you were headed toward the hangar carrying a large black bag.
Yes, Himiko was definitely carrying a large black bag.
No, that was probably Samugi cosplaying as me.
sorry, that's not possible. The first trial confirmed that.
You know I can't cosplay as someone unless they're a fictional character.
Himiko, this is the bag you were carrying, isn't it?
He has it on him.
That's the crossbow case.
There's no mistake. That is the bag I saw Himiko carrying.
What? Hold on. Himiko went to the hangar with a crossbow?
Just to confess, did you give it to Kaito or did you not?
Uh-oh. Well, it's decided then.
Wait! That's wrong! I just brought it there. I didn't shoot it. It's the truth! Please believe me!
You're right. I I believe you. Himiko is totally telling the truth.
Stay out of this, you ass.
Not you. If you believe me, it makes me look like I'm lying.
That is true. Can we really trust Himiko here? She was acting very suspiciously. Alright. Regular trial down. There goes the bait then. Bleh. The crossbow for 3 hours, the empty bottle. He's still protecting Monica from the poison.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Here are the keys.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow.
Another true statement.
And that's all. I didn't do anything else in the hangar.
100% exactamundo.
Insectamundo.
Why does this all sound so fishy? Ah, Kokichi won't shut up! Get out of my head, Kokichi!
It's all my fault. To hit Kaido with the crossbow, you'd have to be fairly good with it. Could Kimiko have done this? That's the question.
Not the culprit!
Oh, wait, nope. It's, yeah. Stored in a large black bag. It's complicated to assemble. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So it's only carried it.
I only carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
I love how Kokichi's like exercise is
I didn't
doing.
even use the crossbow.
And... Shit. It hit
Another
the
true
frickin' thing.
I didn't do anything else in the hangar.
So I would assume it's agreeing on this statement that she didn't do. That she didn't fire it. There we go.
I agree.
Looking relieved there. Here's the thing. The only thing that could potentially counteract that statement is if Kaido taught her how to do it on the
More
spot.
accurately, she couldn't use it.
Couldn't use it? Why not?
The crossbow inside this case was disassembled. Kaito and I learned how to assemble the crossbow from Maki, so we could have done it. But I don't believe someone without the proper training could have assembled it.
Well, what if Maki taught Himiko how to assemble the crossbow?
And she would have said so.
He didn't teach me that. Right, Maki? What's wrong? Are you mad about before?
She taught her.
Sorry. I thought they were gonna suspect me, so I lied.
I really have to question your morals if you're blaming Maki for your lie, Himiko.
I don't think you're allowed to say something like that. Sorry, Maki. Please, can you tell them the truth?
Fine. I'm not going to lie. I didn't teach Himiko how to assemble the crossbow. She couldn't have used it.
See? I told you. It's just like I said. Everyone who suspected me needs to apologize right now.
Jeez.
She changed back so fast. I think I might have whiplash now.
Then, why did you bring the crossbow to the hangar, Himiko?
I was asked to.
Thought so. Asked to? Asked to. Perhaps the person who asked was Kaito!
That's it.
Was it Kaito?
Huh? Kaito?
Only Kaito or Kokichi would have asked for a crossbow to be brought to the hangar. Because Kaito knows how to assemble the crossbow, he certainly could have used it.
Probably in self-defense or to take out Kokichi first.
Knowing that, I can't imagine that anyone else would have asked Himiko.
I do not think she would bring it at Kokichi's request.
Of course not. Why would I ever listen to Kokichi?
Because I know you like me.
Oh my god.
Nuh-uh. I hate you.
But I like you.
Hey, don't play with Himiko's heart.
Oh my god. But to think that Kaido asked Himiko to do that. Maybe Kaido's trying to keep the promise we made yesterday. Don't you worry, I'll do something about all this. That's a promise. All you guys were working so hard, so I can't just sit back and relax.
But why were you keeping that a secret, Himiko?
Well, Kaito sort of asked me to keep it a secret. Then Kaito died, and I got scared. I thought it was gonna be next.
You're the worst for trying to pin the blame on Maki just for that reason. Maki, teach this dumb monkey the true terror of human beings.
Don't bully the person you like.
Oh my god.
This is way beyond bullying a grade school crush.
Himiko, when exactly did Kaito ask you to do this?
I think it was around evening yesterday. I was so nervous about fighting Kokichi, I couldn't get to sleep. I took a walk near the hangar, and that's when Kaito called out to me.
How?
I got startled and wet myself a little, and then he asked me to get him a crossbow. That one part was, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah, it was a little unnecessary, but well, sure, whatever.
So if Kaito asked for a crossbow, does that mean he was going to kill Kokichi? No, he said it was to disable Kokichi. I wouldn't have helped him otherwise. I trusted Kaito and took a crossbow from Maki's lab.
That's when I witnessed Himiko.
But then, what did Kaito do after he had the crossbow? I don't know. I just handed him the crossbow, then went right back to the dorm.
Presumably, Kaito tried to attack Kokichi, only to be disarmed of the crossbow.
And then shot back.
And then, Kokichi returned fire and shot Kaito. That sequence of events seems logical.
No, it happened a little differently. Both Kaito and Kokichi shot the crossbow.
And there's proof of that. In Kokichi's clothes, because
This is
there's
it!
similar like wounds on the back as
Remember
well
that when we
as the
found Kokichi's
right
clothes? There
right
were
arm.
holes on the back and sleeve. The same kind of hole that was found in Kaito's coat.
Kokichi was shot by the crossbow too? And it was Kaito who shot him, right?
I'm not sure. I don't remember anything like that.
You don't remember whether or not you were shot?
There is no doubt that they shot each other with the crossbow, but
It doesn't matter.
huh?
It doesn't matter what happened in between. In the end, Kokichi killed Kaito.
Maki's been acting strangely. But why? Does she know something? If so, what does she know?
Maybe Maki's right. It doesn't matter what happened in the middle. Because in the end, there's no mistake that Kokichi killed Kaito.
Then let's hurry up and vote.
No, it's too soon. There are still mysteries.
Who cares about that? We already know who the culprit is.
I think the main mystery we're gonna tackle now is probably the poison slash antidote that we found in the bathroom.
Sure about that?
Huh?
What? Now he's joining in?
As the one running this trial, it bothers me when anyone says mysteries don't matter. It affects the overall entertainment value, so I encourage you to really think about things. After all, there should be some mysteries that still matter. For example, is Kokichi really inside that exisal? Stuff like that.
What?
It's gonna jump back to Kaido, isn't it?
We already finished that discussion a while ago.
Kokichi's gotta still be alive since the killing game's still going. His voice is even coming from the exisal and everything.
But wasn't it just now that Kaido's voice was also going out?
Speak in Kaido's voice earlier, didn't?
Yeah, don't rely on that. After all, this exisal has a voice changer.
Ha! What a bitch. Does that mean it could mimic everybody else's voice? It what?
Ha! Because of that, nobody realizes I'm pretending to be Kokichi. But no more! Sorry for the wait, guys.
He's gonna jump over. I knew it. Ha!
The luminary of the stars has arrived. This time for real.
What? What's going on?
I told you, I'm Kaito. I was just pretending to be Kokichi is all. There's a bit of a situation going on, so I didn't really have a choice. Sorry about tricking you guys like that. My bad.
Huh? So Kaito's in there after all?
Don't be stupid. How many times are you going to be tricked by him? That's Kokichi pretending to be Kaito.
Hey now, Maki Roll. Don't you believe me?
Don't ever call me that!
Whoa there, chill. You really think I'm Kokichi? I mean, I guess I understand. Sorry, I can't really get out of this thing right now.
Really?
Why not?
I can't move because of the injury I got from Kokichi.
The
It's
right
so
arm?
bad I can't even stand. That's why I'm in this exisal.
Is that so?
But if you guys don't believe me, then we can't move on. So, you're up, Shuichi.
What? Me?
Explain to everyone how I wasn't the one that died.
Kaito is alive after all. No. Maybe that's just what I want to believe. Is it really true? What story does the evidence tell? Does the story end with Kaito or Kokichi being the victim? I need to give a well-reasoned answer to that question, and soon. I can't look away from the truth. The victim of the case is... Fuck. Gotta go with my gut. Kokichi. Because it would be way too obvious if it was Kaito. Most of the evidence we have shows that Kaito is the victim. Oh wait, pff, he said the victim. I can't look away from the truth. The victim of the case is Kaito. I thought he said... Sorry, I got that wrong. I'm trying, I really am. But I can't think of anyone other than Kaito. Most of the evidence we have points to Kaito.
Hey, what's the matter, Shuichi?
Or wait, no. What? Okay, Alright, whatever.
Just hurry up and tell everyone why I'm not dead. Should be easy.
No, I won't. Because you're not Kaito. Kaito is already dead.
They'll never die! Good! This is already more entertaining!
Is it just gonna be me versus the Exisal?
Now, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds! All right, let's give it everything we've got!
It's not punishment time. Alright. Is it gonna be different with like the Exisal also being lifted up? Because that'll be cool. Yeah, there it is. It's on the other side now. Or no, it's not. Oh, Ganta's in there, like, towards the end. So who is it? Which one of us is dead? It's Kokichi? Oh, it's just me and Maki, okay. Alright. See here.
I suspect that Kaito is inside the Exisal.
I got this! Unless he comes out of the exisal, we can't confirm that.
He said that he can't leave the exisal because he's injured.
Maki!
Anyone who knows about Kaito's injury can make that claim.
Is it possible that Kokichi got crushed instead of Kaito?
Maki!
Did you watch the footage? Kaito was the one who got crushed.
But there was an arrow hole on Kokichi's shirt.
I got this! Kaito's clothes had arrow holes too.
I want to believe Kaito is still alive and defeated the mastermind, but...
Maki!
The mastermind is still alive. Inside that Exisal.
Why are you so opposed to Kaito being alive?
I got this! Because the evidence doesn't support the claim that Kaito is still alive.
Time for the crouch bind. It's It's me and Maki.
This is our answer.
Just the two of us. We are the true waifus of Kaito, so we know he's not he's dead.
I don't want to believe it. In a way, I still can't. But The evidence shows that Kaito must be the one who died. I hate it. I hate it so much. But it's the truth.
I see. If that's the conclusion you've arrived at, Shuichi, then there must be no mistake.
Then the one here is...
Heh. Looks like I messed around too much.
That's it.
That was just a little joke.
What a sick joke!
You're still an asshole.
True, and I can't forgive him. But we still need to stay calm, be rational. Because we need to get to the truth of Kaito's death.
Yeah! Just keep calm and carry on!
Keep calm and carry on. There
Why
it is.
were you saying that? What part of that was calm?
Getting back on topic, why don't we examine the crossbow a little more closely? I think we need to get all the facts straight, so we don't fall for any more lies.
I agree, but... What do you think, Maki?
Fine.
Okay, let's discuss that then.
Why are you acting like you're in charge of things?
So if we assume that Kaito and I shot each other with the crossbow, then the most efficient way to solve this is to set up a timeline of events.
Alright.
Hey, I said, why are you...
Alrighty then, let the debate begin!
Alright, so the crossbow, the 3 arrows, the electro bomb, the used electro hammer.
When the crossbow fired, what was even going on?
If you need to ask, you were there! The crossbow was in Kaito's possession first. He probably fired the first shot at Kokichi, too.
Then Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the crossbow, and returned fire.
I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito. I
What?
secretly brought a different one.
But only one crossbow was taken. The other two are still in my research lab.
Still, only one arrow was fired.
Nope,
So how
3
could
arrows.
they both shoot each other?
By the way, crossbow shots hurt a lot. My wound is still aching something fierce.
What? What was that just now? I feel like that goes against the information I have.
When the crossbow...
What was even going on? You need to ask. The crossbow was in Kaito's possession first. Then Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the
Crossbow.
and returned fire. I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito. I secretly brought a different one.
But only one crossbow was taken. The other two are still...
In my research lab.
Crap, she testified.
Only one arrow was...
Sorry, Himiko. Did you bring 3 arrows, or did you only bring 1? If you only brought 1, that creates a serious contradiction.
Wait, Himiko, what do you mean, 1 arrow?
Well, I only gave Kaito 1 arrow, so...
Uh-oh. That creates a serious contradiction. What?
Are you positive?
Of course. There's no way I got that wrong.
Well then, that's strange, because
There were 3. The scene.
there were 3 arrows in the bathroom, remember?
3? I know I only gave him 1. Kaito even told me to only bring him 1. He said he wanted to avoid fighting.
There were 3 arrows at the scene, but Himiko said that she only brought 1. What is going on here?
Maybe Kokichi had some hidden away?
No, I would only assume Kaito would have had them hidden away, right?
Why would Kokichi have 2 arrows when he didn't have a crossbow to fire them?
But we know for certain that 3 arrows were recovered from the scene. And all 3 arrows had blood on them.
And altogether, their clothes had 3 perforations in them.
Well, we don't know if Kaito had more, but we can assume that, yes.
So we know for certain that they shot 3 arrows at each other.
Then where did those arrows come from? I don't think that Himiko's lying. There must be some angle to this, yet we haven't considered. What is it? What could have happened? Think. I need to think. It's probably going to be sight. Taxi. Oh boy. Boosting start. It's Mario Kart time. I can't tell what is on the side, what that sign is on the side of the road is. Okay, we have cars here. Oh, I think it's the exercise. I think, yeah. How many arrows did Himiko give Kaito? That's probably gonna be 1. If I had to guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. He didn't say 1, but he's gonna say how many were at the scene. I have to say 3, so who had the extra arrows, and then obviously it will be Kaito, I think. At least that's my train of logic. Because if I had to guess, Kaito had them prepped with poison too. Poison from my lab, but Kokichi or somebody else had the antidote, which I would assume probably Kaito had the antidote on him. If I had to guess. There was a Monokuma over there. Oh wait, there was a Monokuma over there. Oops. Were all the arrows inside the hangar inside the hangar from the start? Ah, shit. I want to say... Yes or no? I want to say yes. If not, then obviously it's a no. Nope, it was a no. So somebody else sneaked in, huh? Interesting. No. So who was able to sneak in and give them to them? Don't think it will be Maki. Probably not Kibo. Smoothie. That's the only one I could think of. It's the only one who's left out. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Who brought the arrows? I guess it's gonna say extra arrows? Or maybe the other. Brought 2. The 2 arrows. Yeah, 2. Come on, you're going off the road! Oh my god. So 1 extra one. There it goes. Or no, 2 extra. Whoop! Who brought the 2 arrows? I'm gonna guess. Let's see who of them are. It's gonna say Kokichi, Himiko, or a third party. Third party. That's who we gotta determine.
It connects.
Could it be that the additional arrows were brought in by a third party?
A third party? So someone besides Kokichi or Himiko?
That's just a guess, though. There's no way a third party exists.
You denied that pretty quickly there, Maki. You're immediately on the suspicion block.
If a third party did exist, why would they bring 2 arrows?
Kaito was the only one with a crossbow. I made sure I handed it to him.
Kaito said he only needed 1 arrow. Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So the other 2 arrows weren't for Kaito.
For the mastermind?
They were for the third party to use themselves.
So the third party didn't hand the arrows through the window. Instead, they went into the hangar and shot the crossbow themselves?
Impossible. There was an alarm system and an electric barrier around the hangar.
Yeah. That hangar should have been completely closed off, right?
Uh-oh. Maki was the only one without her electro hammer, and there was an discarded one over there. The control panel was slashed up by a nut, which would immediately jump to a knife. Maki said that she's proficient with knives. But I don't know how that would, you know, how that would cause the thing to disable. It was completely closed off? But can we confirm that? I feel like there might be another way. Some way that we haven't figured out yet. I'm overlooking something. Think. What method did the third party use to enter the hangar? Hangman's Gambit? Bleh. Oh. Nope. X. Oh. What? No, that's an I. Oops.
I see now.
Alright, Exisol. They were able to pilot one of the Exisols.
Yeah,
Ah, that's why.
The Exisol. The Exisol could be used to enter the hangar.
Okay, but how would they get out?
Get in because of the alarm system and the electric barrier. But that shouldn't have been a problem for any of the Exisols, right? So if you wanted to enter the hangar, all you had to do was pilot an Exisol.
And the Electro Hammer could also like disable the electronic locking up the Exisol too.
I saw an Exisol enter the hangar last night. So was this third party piloting it?
By the way, I just want to confirm something with Monokuma. Would the alarm still go off if there was a person inside an Exisol?
Well, I wasn't trying to keep this secret, but since it's about the details of the hangar, I guess I can tell you guys. It makes sense that the alarm system and electric barrier wouldn't react to an Exisol. After all, the hangar is where the Exisols are supposed to be stored. It'd be a hassle to disable the security every time an Exisol comes and goes, you know? So even if someone is inside an Exisol, the security system wouldn't catch them. Because it'd be a hassle to leave the Exisol every time you have to put it away.
So it's like Shuichi said? A third party got in an Exisol and entered the hangar? But can just anyone pilot an Exisol?
Well, Kokichi,
It's surprisingly easy. If you use both hands, both feet, and both nipples, you can do it.
What? Nipples?
Nipples too!
Why are you blushing at that?
Anyway, this third party commandeered an Exisol and infiltrated the hangar. That same person must have brought the other two arrows with them.
I told you that's impossible.
Huh?
There's no way you can get through security if you pilot an Exisol. It's not possible.
What? Not possible.
You seem to know awfully a lot, or seem to be denying it pretty quickly there. Maki, what are you talking about? What are you thinking? What do you know? Why are you trying to hide it? Why? Why won't you tell me? Alright then. Monokuma electronic hatch lock. The
if
bomb.
someone was piloting the Exisol, they could have used it to enter the hangar.
Into the hangar.
That's not possible.
Is operating the Exisol...
Hold on. Electronic lock. One's in storage. One is in storage with the cockpit closed, and the other is in the middle of the hangar with the hatch open and its cockpit exposed. There's enough space for a person to fit in there. Okay.
Really that difficult?
Use some nipples.
Do we even know how to get inside an Exisol? Outside the hangar, there were 4 Exisols. And they were all moving, too.
I was controlling them remotely.
The electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were still recharging.
No, it's wrong.
There's no way to stop an Exisol. So getting inside one would have been impossible.
You're right, it's impossible.
It's not impossible. There's only one way to stop an Exisol. I have to show them.
If someone was piloting the...
Do we even... And they were all moving.
Yesterday, all the hammers were...
That's wrong, Kiba.
Wrong!
I found one.
Wait, not all of the electro hammers were being charged. I know because I found one. There was a used electro hammer near Monokuma and the Exosols.
That electro hammer used by the third party? Maybe they used it to disable an Exosol.
Yes, I think so. When I saw them last afternoon, there were 4 Exosols. But this morning, there were only 3.
I noticed that too. Was the missing Exosol taken by this third party?
Shuichi is getting warmer. How about you say the answer right now? Who did it? Who is this third party?
The identity of the third party. The electro hammer gives us a clue. I saw 4 Exosols at the scene yesterday when I went to meet up with Kaito. This morning, when we were trying to get into the hangar, there were 3. The culprit must have used the electro hammer between yesterday afternoon and this morning. There's only one person among us that I think could do that. And it's you, Kaito! No. It's Maki.
It's you!
I really dislike how that
Maki.
sound effect cuts off.
You're the third party we're looking for, aren't you?
What? It's Maki?
What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said.
But be careful! The electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it against an Exosol, he'll run out of juice with just one shot. Got it?
The electro hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery. That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Oh, right. When we were all gathered in the dining hall this morning.
Maki, where's your electro hammer? I don't need it. I'd rather not use a weapon I'm unfamiliar with. This is much better. A knife? Well, I suppose you know best.
Maki was the only one without an electro hammer, wasn't she?
Knowing that, the electro hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki. And that leads me to the conclusion that Maki must be the third party. She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab later.
You brought a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Maki took 2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab, disabled the Exosol with an electro hammer, and infiltrated the hangar. Now we just have to figure out what happened after...
I'll kill your logic.
Again? This time she's going full rage mode, it seems.
Why are you doing this?
What?
Why are you getting in my way?
Getting in your way? Maki, what are you...
Yes, I'm the third party.
Huh?
Wait.
I admit to going into the hangar with an Exosol, and then shooting the crossbow. I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit!
Alright, I wasn't necessarily saying you were. Alright, Maki versus Arrow's large black case, electro bomb, poison.
You're right.
Oh god,
I used the
going
electro
really
hammer,
fast.
And I used the Exosol to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I'm not the culprit.
Oh wait, nope.
Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
Hold on, poison. Okay. It's no use. She's not listening to me at all. But I can't back down here.
You're right.
Oh god,
I used
so
the
fast.
electro hammer. And I used the exasol to enter the hangar, too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
How do you know that?
The crossbow is not the murder weapon? What do you mean?
The arrows left holes in her clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury. That's
Okay.
why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon.
Alright. It's the poison.
Therefore, I'm not the culprit.
I don't want to think that Maki is the culprit. I want to believe her. But the way she's scrambling to defend herself.
The arrows left holes in her clothes.
Yep.
Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in...
But poison will. Poison-laced arrows.
It wouldn't matter where the arrow hit if it were poisoned.
Poison?
I noticed something about the poison in my lab during the investigation. There was just a little less in the bottle than before. If that poison had been applied to those arrows, they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
Maki, do you have a rebuttal?
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything? Don't tell me. Are you really the culprit?
I don't think so.
There's no way she is. 'Cause why would she kill Kaito? I can't understand if you don't explain anything.
Maki is still fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Against
Do you
Kokichi?
remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi? Maki is trying to kill Kokichi in this class trial. She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
Just like Kaede what did.
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything, she meant...
Us. That's the sacrifice that Maki is talking about. Must be. I was gonna slave for Maki's life for
That's it!
all of us. I was gonna say just Koki.
She plans to sacrifice
Kaito.
all of our lives in order to kill Kokichi.
Sacrifice us?
Then, by hiding the truth, Maki was trying to get us to arrive at the wrong answer. Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
Doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit? She knew what happened and tried to hide it from us.
But that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi here. Too bad, Maki. I already predicted this would happen.
Predicted?
You knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
This isn't over.
Hmm?
Maybe we do have the truth now, but this isn't over. We have a choice to make. We don't have to follow where the evidence leads.
What?
Huh? What do you mean?
Does this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly on purpose?
What did you say?
Kaito told me that only I would be able to grasp what lies beyond the truth. That means finding the truth is not enough. We need to grasp the hope just beyond it. So Maki, please tell us the truth. The truth that only you know.
So Kaito said that to you.
He said that to me too.
Then, does that mean you guys made up before he died?
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday.
I see.
Yes. I think he said. I said that before. I said that before, Maki.
Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone. Shuichi, you're so persistent. Were you always like that?
Not until Kaede. My dear waifu.
Think so? Maybe Kaito's
or until
voice is
Kaito.
starting
I
to
don't
rub
know.
off on me.
That guy could be pretty stubborn.
Now we're reminiscing about our
Then
husbando.
What really happened?
Maki, please tell us.
Please. And so, Maki began telling the truth. A truth that would leave us all in shock.
Are you saying that before that happens, or as like it, sort of like an interlude thing?
Don't just start narrating things, you're ruining the mood!
I thought so.
Well, I guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
It's gonna be intermission, isn't it? Thought so. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna try to see if I can get up a YouTube video for you all to have. Shooby-doo. Because we're gonna go on an intermission. Okay. Do. Alright then. Sorry, let me get the intermission wall up. There it goes. And then, why don't you... Hold on. Like a good... Sorry, this is taking a little bit longer. Trying to find a good song. Well, why not? Is this good?
We called ourselves a Detroit wallpaper company.
Up.
We want to make wallpaper beautiful again. With
You can
Office
see this thing on the
365,
screen now. No. Alright, we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okie dokie. I am back, and let's just switch that over to this now, and boop. Hope you guys had a nice short break. So yeah, let's make a new save and then get back to this, because it's getting good. So now we're gonna have Maki narrate to us, or before that, and then the Mono Cubs and the Monokuma and Cubs Theater segment began. But with all the Mono Cubs destroyed, this segment was no longer possible. And so, the curtain quickly fell. And that's it. You decided to go full narration mode on that one. Alright then, resuming time. Let's see what we have.
The flashback light became the motive. When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair, I planned to kill him. I thought that if I killed him, this game, and the battle between hope and despair, would end. I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but...
You are naive.
Huh?
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete, simply because it's him.
Maki totally gets me.
That's why. I needed to settle it myself. I took the poison arrows and the crossbow, and broke into the hangar with an exisal. But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected. Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other. Kokichi was shot in the arm with a crossbow arrow, probably by Kaito when he fought back. Both of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in. I jumped out of the exisal before he could, and shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow. That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison? Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
I wanted Kokichi to confess his true intentions before he died, and find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
What do you mean?
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right? He could have made it seem as if the late Junko was secretly behind this killing game.
And pull that whole, like, Junko's alive thing for a third time, or second time. Ugh.
That way, he could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game. Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind. Especially with that message in the courtyard. Kokichi said it was a hint, but was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
As a remnant of despair, I imagine he wanted to feel the despair of his plan being thwarted.
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully. So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maki must have wanted to hear it directly from Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
What are you talking about? Remnants of despair? What's that? I don't understand anything you're saying. But anyway, why are you starting a killing game when it should have ended? You already know it's all meaningless, and that I'm the mastermind. Do you love killing that much?
Shut up, you asshole! I realized it was pointless to continue the conversation, so I shot the final arrow.
But Kaito jumped in front of it, didn't he?
But then, what?
Kaito protected Kokichi?
Because he didn't want Maki to kill. That was why.
Why? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
At that moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison. I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
How?
So you didn't have the antidote with you at the time?
Because Kokichi had it, didn't he?
I used Strike 9 poison to torture Kokichi for info, but I planned to kill him from the start.
That's so mean!
But that was my first mistake. Because of that,
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito. When I returned with the antidote, the hangar shutter had been closed. I assumed it was Kokichi's doing. But because of that, I couldn't enter the hangar anymore.
And that's why you slashed up the console?
I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote!
But why would he be in there?
After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window. Kaito noticed it and grabbed the antidote. But Kokichi stole it from him.
Sorry, but I can't die here, since I'm the mastermind of this killing game.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right?
Why are you saying this? Those words, it almost sounds like you're wanting to take the blame for this killing game, and you want to be labeled as the mastermind so you can make a noble sacrifice. Kind of saying the blame that, hey, I'm the mastermind, so it should end now, here and now. When in actuality, he knows he isn't. What's going on?
He already went to space.
Damn it!
Stop!
Phew, I feel so much better. I guess that's a wrap. Or maybe not. Because now another class trial is going to start.
You sound remorseful about that. Why would a mastermind say that?
Last trial?
You'll be the blackened for this case, you know. The blackened who killed Kaito.
I killed...
Shut it! Screw the class trials. Like hell am I gonna let you have your way?
Kaito! Why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
I couldn't help it. Even if it's Kokichi, I can't have you kill anybody.
What?
Aw, Kaito wasn't protecting me. He was protecting Maki. The situation just got way worse. Maki is gonna become the blackened responsible for killing you. All because you protected me!
Don't you worry, Makiro. I'm not gonna die that easily. Just leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing game.
You're still full of energy. Even like that. You really are not boring.
What?
I want to see what a dying Kaito can do. So, show me what you've got. I won't meddle with your plans.
What are you...
Don't mind me. Run, Makiro. Just hurry up and run. Run and live. You gotta live.
But I refused to give up. I tried to enter the hangar by breaking the control panel with my knife.
Thought so.
In the end, I couldn't.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
After that, I returned to the bathroom window once more, but I didn't see anyone. The bathroom door was closed. I called out, but neither Kaito nor Kokichi answered. I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was leave. That's when I made up my mind. As the blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial, in exchange for all of your lives.
That's a hefty burden.
So that's what happened.
Then Kokichi, knowing what he knew, still helped Maki cover up her crime?
Was that why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
Friend.
How dare you make fun of him! You call yourself a friend? You enjoyed watching us suffer! You fucking asshole!
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, Maki is so scary. Good thing I'm in this exosoul. Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh. So, what are everyone's plans now?
Oh, shit.
With the truth out in the open, who are you guys gonna vote for? You can vote for me, but if you do, we'll all die together. Or vote for Maki and live. Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
It almost seems like he wants to do this.
Who cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
Shit. Fuck. Oh no. Moral decisions. Uh-oh. Damn it.
No, we can't vote yet. We don't have the whole truth. This case isn't over.
Huh?
Thank you for telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally understand.
Okay.
There's another hidden truth within your testimony.
A hidden truth?
Yes, I'm positive. Because there's something wrong with the testimony you've given us.
Part of Maki's testimony that doesn't add up. Between bad damage between the black and... What? Fuck. Easy. Shit. Did Kokichi really drink the antidote? I saw him do it. There's no doubt.
Oh no!
Farts. Okay. Kokichi. Panel being damaged. That's obviously true. The black end. So that's the only thing I can think of. It's either this one or Kaito could. Farts. Okay. So it's. Oh man, we're gonna get down to the last one. Oh. Okay. So it was this one being damaged.
That's it.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Maki said she used a knife to try to break the control panel and enter the hangar.
Right. That would have triggered the alarm, wouldn't it? Fuck. I didn't think of that.
But that doesn't make sense because there's an alarm system on the shutter.
Oh, yeah! The alarm should have gone off if someone got close to the shutters.
I was too focused to notice at the time. But now that you mention it, it is odd.
Maybe the sensor just missed her.
Nope. That's not possible.
The security there isn't that sloppy. If a shady person got near the shutter, the alarm would have gone off without question.
And why didn't the alarm go off?
Like I told you, this isn't over. There's still a hidden truth to find.
That's right. There must be some kind of reason behind all these oddities. Finding that reason will help us find the hidden truth. I'm guessing the electro bomb. The other one.
I did attempt to enter the hangar.
For 2 hours. Then made Kaito. Kokichi had 2 and Maki had 1. So obviously, I would think that Kokichi used 1 to disarm the shutter, but for what reason? Shutter remote can be disabled with the alarm remote, which I think Kokichi had. Okay, it's protected by the electric barrier. If someone approaches it, sound the alarm.
And I tried to destroy the control panel with my...
Observe the other remote Kokichi had, but I wonder if this is going to become important in some way. Disappearance.
Nice. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
Hatches electronic lock. Okay, that was the Excel one though.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken.
Nope.
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel?
I'm not going to tell any more lies.
It seems like the alarm system was working properly. So what can we learn from that?
I did attempt to enter the hangar.
Working properly,
and I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
I'm gonna try this one. Nope. I don't think Maki's lying. Agree, the alarm is loud enough to be heard throughout the school, right?
Oh no!
A mistake.
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken. Perhaps it was turned to a special...
No, not it. I know I suggested it, but I don't think that's some sort of special setting it'd have. Maybe the problem didn't have to do with the alarm itself.
I was wrong!
A mistake.
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, 100% certainty.
It's just broken. Into a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling...
Don't like that tone.
Any more lies?
It seemed like the system alarm was working properly, so... that.
I did attempt to enter the hangar.
Ugh! It's either this one or this one.
I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have...
There it is. Thought so.
Wrong!
It was the electro bomb. Kokichi's one. Right?
There is a way to disable the alarm system. An electro bomb would take it down.
But Maki only had one bomb, and she used it during the raid this morning.
Then the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Huh? Why would I use an electro bomb? I had no reason to shut off the alarm, right? I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
I think that's what you're planning on doing. Creating this
Guess
advantage
so.
for yourself.
I can't come up with a reason why Kokichi would want to cut the alarm.
But we know that the alarm system was neutralized. It had to be. In that case, then,
I got it! Disabling the alarm system wasn't the real objective.
it was crushing Kaido, wasn't it?
What?
I guess that's the only thing. The main objective of Kokichi using the electro bomb was control, keep Kipo away, disable the press's safety function.
That's it! It was to deactivate the safety function on the press.
Deactivate the safety function?
To crush Kaito.
The electro bomb wouldn't have just taken down the alarm system. It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
That's true, but why would he do that?
There's only one reason that anyone would want to do that. I'm right. It means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
All wrong.
What aspect of this case runs contrary to the evidence? What piece of evidence calls into question if the credibility of death video of the mastermind, Kaito's cause of death?
That's it! Kaito's cause of death.
So it's back to the crushing, and then
What?
If the electro bomb was used while Maki was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely.
yes, the cause of death could now be hydraulic press.
This is it!
I was gonna say, if that was wrong, I was gonna...
The hydraulic press. Kaito could have been killed by the press after all.
What? He could have?
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed Kaito while he was still alive.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter. So, Kaito should have still been alive.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
If that's the case, it'd mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press. Kokichi.
I see. Very impressive. The hydraulic press could have been the cause of death. But that's just a possibility.
What do you mean?
It's possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press.
Who
Both
do we
causes
believe?
are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it. No matter what.
No matter what? That's not true. We can probably solve this mystery too. Right, Shuichi?
We might have to take a leap of faith in this one. Is it really possible to determine Kaito's real cause of death? Fuck. Was Kaito's cause of death the poison arrow or the hydraulic press? It's possible to tell. Fuck. I'm gonna say it's not. Because that'll be too easy.
I hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
What did you say?
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened. But I know, because I was actually involved.
So that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Do you finally get it? Yep, that was my plan. The gimmick of this murder case isn't the unknown victim,
It's the unknown cause of death.
but rather the unknowable culprit. No one understands but me. Only I know the answer.
And more than likely, he's gonna take that to his grave.
There's no more room for deduction here. Choose the culprit with your own intuition. Intuition? Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition, right?
Well,
But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes. So, who is the culprit? Maki or me? The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
wait. How many people are there? Maki, Himiko, Kibo, Smugi, me, and Kokishi. If we split the vote, as long as one of them survive, if we split the vote, then we will get an answer. Shit. Uh-oh. Maki, Kokichi. Why would he all say all those things if he wasn't sort of on our side? I'm going for it.
Hey, that's my line. I'm the one who decides when it's voting time.
Oh, come on. No one's gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already. This won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you? Just like you always do.
Well, that's an interesting line.
Huh? Yes, of course.
Yeah? What kind of a reaction is that?
The culprit, you say? Yes, of course I know.
Why do you seem so flustered?
I think that was also a reason for Kokichi's plan. To see if he can trap Monokuma into something that he doesn't know. Because Monokuma usually knows everything. Everything about the killing game, class trials, and everything.
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
That's why he was using the exosouls to patrol around Monokuma. To keep him out. What's going on with Monokuma right now?
Monokuma? Do you not know who the culprit is either?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
You don't know, do you?
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is either? If Monokuma doesn't know, what does that tell us about this case? Wait, this case?
Yes, that's it. So that's what Kokichi's real objective was.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out.
That Monokuma doesn't know either.
He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
A murder Monokuma couldn't figure out?
What's the point of that? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
No.
But consider how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct? That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
Perhaps there are hidden cameras strategically placed to avoid our detection.
I can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi probably used the electrobomb to scramble whatever that was.
Like the
The
monitors?
electrobomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden.
Like I said, what's the point? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the exosouls... Yes, the exosouls weren't protecting Monokuma. They were
intimidating him. Keeping him in place. They were bullying him, watching him. Watching him.
That's it!
Admiring him.
They were watching Monokuma.
Make sure that he didn't do anything rash. Or do anything stupid.
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation?
Oh, at the time, the exosouls were on autopilot and directed only to observe me. That was not Monokuma's
If they were
voice. Holy shit.
protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. they would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him. They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an exosol, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you share it instead. That way, it'd be fair to all participants.
She didn't want to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
You're right.
So to summarize this discussion, Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the exosols to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
I told you there's no point. Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
Yeah. But this
No,
wouldn't work if he
Kokichi might
wasn't.
not be controlling Monokuma at all.
What? But Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't he be controlling Monokuma?
Kokichi might not be the mastermind.
What?
Remember that the only reason we think that is because Kokichi told us.
And he's a habitual liar.
Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
No way I lied! I'm definitely controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me.
Why would you create a murder that stumps your own minion?
The one who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is... all me, baby.
Right. He's a remnant of despair. How'd we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
Well, Monokuma,
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I've got to run this trial fair and square.
Even more reason to give us the answer. If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies. Does that sound like a fair game? Would you say this class trial is fair?
Oh, now we're putting the squeeze on Monokuma.
Yeah, tell us. Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward, you know.
Aren't you normally the forward one? I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too. But in the interest of fairness, I suppose it's time to tell the truth. Unlike the lies you love so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
and what is that truth?
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
Thought so. Thought it was too easy.
Is that really true?
Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Yeah, that is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
Do you want to know? Then I'll tell you. I'm getting kind of bored with all the lying, so everything I say now will be the truth, Kay? But that was all a lie. Wait, why was I in
His
my, like,
deductions got a lot
disheveled
of
pose there?
details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
But what about the exosols? If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
a universal remote, huh? Mew's remote control?
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, you didn't know? Mew not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer,
She also invented the Exosols?
she also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device. Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the exosols and took them for a spin.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite.
And as we all know, spite is one of the strongest forces in the world.
Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Well, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Were we just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
Yeah, unfortunately.
What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi?
To end this.
Yes! Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating.
Then if he's not the mastermind, who is?
Why are you so certain?
There's even a mastermind to begin with.
Because there always is one. What?
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
That's a classic line.
I wanna know.
The real mastermind is not Kokichi. Who could it be? I was thinking it was Junko Anashima. But that can't be it, because that trope's already been done in the previous game, damn it! She's dead. We've never come into contact with her. So, who's done this? Who planned this killing game?
Anyway, this conversation has flown off the rails. Let's get things back on track. This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind.
That's in the next trial! Or chapter.
Oh, yeah. Get to talking.
I agree. Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
He
We
can't.
don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma.
Uh-oh.
But you gotta run the class trial too. So no mistakes, okay?
Are you trying to get me to do something?
Try and kill the wrong person, then he can point the finger and say, no, that's wrong.
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore. You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out.
Huh?
So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too. This will be the final class trial. Me versus Monokuma.
You versus Monokuma?
When I play a game, I intend to win. But what's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players?
That includes Monokuma, huh?
No. Beating the game's mastermind is the true game. And that's how I'll win. That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma. If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner.
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
There's probably just hidden motives here. He's
But
probably
the
saying all those
outside world is in
platitudes.
total ruin. This game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
He's a chaotic evil. What can we say? You have the damnedest idea what that is, don't you?
Whatevs. Let's just get this started. If the students or Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others for that matter.
Why are you including us with you? What?
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game.
Just like?
But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy.
Why are you trying to use Hope's Peak to try and invigorate us against
If
Kokichi?
you think they're gonna make this easy for you, You better think again.
Sorry about that.
Whose side are you taking here?
Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party.
Ha! Ultimate Despair Headmaster. Ha! That's funny.
Who invited you?
Now, let's join forces and unravel the truth behind this case.
Are you gonna get up on a podium, or are you just gonna
to do it anyway.
still stay comfortably in your chair?
Let's just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
Yeah! Let's just focus on the case.
Hey, be quiet so we can ignore you.
Now, where should we start? We've already established what Kokichi is after.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact, you learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
You warmed up to him real fast. I guess you are both robots.
So another truth comes out. That piece of evidence makes more sense now. The evidence that I couldn't wrap my head around. Farts. Murder video. Despair and strike mine, poison. Monokuma, electro hammer, electro bomb. Front shuttered, would have been disabled. Large back haste, blood. Three arrows. Kaido's coat, simplification. Is unidentified. Swipe pattern. Lock. Farts, I'm not getting it. Chosen moment was crushed by the hydraulic press. From both. It might be. Shit, bugger all! Can't think of anything. Maybe the Monokuma File 5? I already know about that. We need evidence of what I don't know about.
Damn it!
Staring at me. I think it's the video, because how would he have used that? How would he have used the video camera on that
This is it!
if the place was already strung up?
Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press.
There's a brief pause.
Kokichi said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. So what about the video? It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
There's a siren going past.
What kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Through the
Maybe he crushed Kaito with the hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
no.
But if that were the only objective,
I think
be
we're
no
probably
need
gonna
to
switch.
film it.
I think we're probably gonna switch like Who's Alive Here and Now again.
discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us the film.
That's true.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. You get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Himiko's just warmed up to him.
Huh? Really?
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's just my twisted personality.
You're lying again, Kokichi. There's a method to your madness. If you wanted Monokuma to make a mistake in showing us the video, it must have something to do with trying to fool Monokuma. Taking the video of the murder but keeping the victim's identity hidden. What does it show? What does it show? What does it show? What doesn't it show? Hangman's Gambit? Oh, fuck. Thought so. Victim. We're gonna switch who's in the exisal again. Tim. Got it. Because he probably set up the camera. Oh. So it was reversed.
Huh?
Is it even possible? No. That's a question for later. For now, we know that.
If you show the moment of Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim. exactly the mistake Kokichi was going for.
Or
Does that mean the victims were switched?
Switch? Then it was some other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
What?
Where would he even get another body?
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
no, that's not possible. Where would they get that?
If there was an unknown body, then we could guess the victim was switched. But too bad. Switching the victims was impossible.
Let's pause
The
there.
footage showed the body being crushed. When in the footage would they have been able to switch the victim? And we already established that the footage was not doctored in any way. The camera doesn't have any editing functions. Just play, record, and pause.
The pause button.
Monokuma also said that no computer was used
You
to
pause
edit
the
the footage. Remember?
Is that possible? Can you pause the recording? Pause the recording, switch it up, and then
Me and my big mouth.
because there is a spot where the hydraulic press stops. That probably was where the recording was paused, switched out, and then resumed.
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible. Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that happening is impossible.
It might be possible.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed it yet.
Oh, and what trick is that? See, you don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done. So we can't just give up here.
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder about this as well. So, can you confirm whether or not the victims switched places?
You got it, Maki.
If Kaito is alive or not?
Maki.
I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito. I don't want that.
Oh, she's crying. No.
Okay then. Let's talk about the possibility that Maki-Roll mentioned. Himiko, if you call her that again...
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Just gonna gloss over that fact. It's like, alright, fine.
Let's all talk it over together.
Together. And don't forget, you're not alone. Don't try to do everything yourself. It's only gonna wear you out. When times are hard, you gotta rely on your friends.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Jeez, you guys are a stubborn bunch. There's no trick.
That's probably another lie.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places. I knew there was a trick to that video the whole time.
Sure you did, Himiko.
Okichi made it, so it's 100% suspicious.
A trick to that video. What could it be? What's suspicious about it? Alright. Hydraulic press Kaito's murder video.
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you?
Video. So. You
The
can't.
filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
Person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Could it be
Yeah.
that the video was shot at another location?
No, that's not possible.
Any other bright ideas? Come on, everybody, speak up!
Protecting my electric barrier. They say the electro bomb was what caused it to stop. It also caused the video camera to be knocked out as well. Thus, the switch happened. Although that's a 2-hour wait, though. Jesus. I feel like someone said something that gives us a clue. If we put our heads together, we could find hope. Find a hope. We won't fall into despair.
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural to
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped...
Nope. Farts. You think so too, right, Suichi? The hydraulic press won't stop when I lay under it. But it did stop for Kaito. So this is obviously robophobia. Okay.
Damn it!
I made a mistake.
There must be some trick to that.
It was coat. The body was discovered only left sticking out. A small hole can be seen sticking out of it. It's a hydraulic press. It goes up or down. There are 2 buttons labeled so as a safety function. The body was crushed and is unidentifiable. The electro bomb.
All gotta figure
Front
out.
door.
There is no
Oh,
trick.
front shutter. By the electric barrier of sound. The alarm can be disabled by an alarm remote. Control panel then marks as though something was sharp.
You can check, but there's
Murder video. Shot. It shows the moment Kaito was crushed. It was from the exisal. It's unnatural.
no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
Nope.
Person in that
Nope.
video.
Just in that video.
Was it really Kaito?
Seems suspicious.
Something seemed off about that video to me.
Something off about the video.
When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Stop. Electro bomb. Kaito's coat.
Could it
Press.
be?
They're a short distance away from the device staff. Okay.
That the video was shot at another location?
It's not possible.
Any
no other
bright
one.
ideas? Come on, everybody, speak up!
I feel like some said you can give us a clue. Put our heads
There
together.
must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
Nope. I agree. You can't see things well from that angle. I don't know how that helps us.
I was wrong!
Okay.
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
Shit, this is gonna be my wall.
There is no
'Cause I can't
trick.
think of anything. Because the electro bomb is the only
Check,
thing
but
that I can
there's
think
no
of.
editing function in that camera.
The placement of that camera seemed
Video. Shows. She's closed. She's closed.
suspicious to any of you?
Because it's Kaito's coat. When the body was discovered, only the left sleeve was sticking out from the hydraulic press. Okay, a single hole can be seen where the sleeve is sticking out. Brrr. Okay, safety for
Filming angle seemed
Sensors. There's communication. Renders electronic communication and sensors. There's the unusable. That's about 2 hours, 15 miles away.
unnatural, don't you think?
Person in that video.
There's front shutter. By the electric barrier, if someone approaches it, their alarm will sound.
Oh,
The video.
was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Nope. Phobia.
There must be some trick to that
No,
video.
man.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
Something natural.
No. Yeah, but there's no
Because-
editing in that camera.
Because it was claiming it was shot from the exisal, but
To any of you?
maybe in actuality it was shot by the remote control panel. Damn it. Fuck.
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick.
The placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you?
The person in that video.
The press stopped for a brief moment.
There it is.
I agree.
Okay. Don't exactly know how that worked, but sure. Alright, Kibo, what we got?
Kibo is onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated that hydraulic press,
Is he gonna show him rolling out? There it is.
Yes, that's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping.
but in the video,
It stopped once Kaito was out of frame.
The hydraulic press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body?
But why would it stop?
Why did the press stop? There's only one reason I can think of. Mine. Ah, farts. Oh dear, this one's getting complicated. That's the exisal. It's the outside control panel. That's the control panel of the thing itself. Yeah, I don't have to worry about the time penalty anymore. There it is. Thought so. Because the camera angle is pretty close to the control panel itself, too.
the only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function. There'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button.
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember. So what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
That's true.
There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling. That would have clearly been caught on camera.
While the camera's rolling.
Oh, I see. It wasn't just the press that stopped.
It was the entire recording that stopped.
What do you mean?
If you stop something else at the same time you stop the hydraulic press,
Yes, I see now. That's how the bodies were switched. If you stop that, you could have swapped the bodies easily. Mine again. Alright, so he's probably gonna be the camera this time. No, that's the electro bomb. Nope. There it is. That's the camera. Just gotta break away everything. There. Yep. Nope. Yep. Oh. Is that I don't have to worry about a time limit, so yeah. There he goes. What else was there? The electro hammer. Cool.
I see it.
the culprit stopped the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press. Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press. After the body was swapped, the press and the camera were started simultaneously. So it just looks like the press stopped for a moment.
Stop. Because it deliberately showed Kaito on
That's what I've been saying
on
this
top of
whole
his coat, not
time.
inside of it.
When did you ever say that? Oh, they stopped at the same time. The camera positions did seem odd to me. But now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Huh? Why?
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely.
Let's pin that down. Where was the camera set up? It was set up relatively close.
There! The video camera must have been set up somewhere around here. To operate the press and the camera at the same time, it would have to be near the switch.
If you really wanted it to be a convincing video, you would get the whole body and the whole frame at the same time.
If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves the trick was used.
Camera angle, huh? Looks like your cosplayer experience is finally useful.
Wow, Himiko. Such a backhanded response.
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height. When the press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct? That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position so it would produce that angle.
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
I think that's a reference to Doraemon or Doraemon, like I think a Japanese manga.
You don't get to make that reference.
Ha!
Then, that logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press. In that case, Kaito is...
Alive and well.
Or he was crushed by the press. He was swapped with a different body. So Kaito's still alive!
Well, wait just a minute.
What? But I just summed it up so nicely.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned, what are you talking about?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so
He's not.
Wait, the mastermind?
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so
He wouldn't have access to it.
I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Very well, I'll answer that.
You're giving in pretty easily.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Thrown away.
Thrown away?
The other bodies are... gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
Who else? Kokichi and Kaito were the only ones in the hangar at the time. If that were the only ones present during the body swapping trick. And the real victim was... the other person in the hangar. It wasn't an old body, and it could only be...
What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places with?
You should know this, Maki.
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
Something important?
If I have the timeline right, then there were only 2 people in the hangar at that time. Which means that something had to have been decided before. I have to pin that down. I can't let anything escape me this time. Still going on here? Oh my god. Swap if only 2 people in the hangar. What the balls? Victim swap? Yeah, victim. Vic. Vic. Tim. Switched. Yes. CH. I'm gonna say switch. Yeah, okay. I just need an S. Is this an S? That's a P. Oh, helped. Hell, there was a P over here, and I think there was another E over there. Victim helped.
I see now.
There it is. Man, this is getting a little bit long.
I can't believe I overlooked this. What do you mean? There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped. Which means they were working together.
Huh? Working together?
The only 2 people involved in the swap were the victim and the culprit. The culprit was operating the camera and the hydraulic press, while the victim...
Oops.
They switched places while the press and the camera were stopped. Then the person who turned the camera and the press back on was the original victim. To put it simply, both people operated the press and camera at different
You got it
times.
confused because then the original victim would become the culprit, or become the new culprit.
Trick, unless the victim and culprit agreed to cooperate beforehand.
Victim and culprit cooperated? Is that even possible?
It sounds bizarre, but perhaps that was the whole point. Commit a crime that was so confusing, even Monokuma would be tricked.
Geez, this culprit's a real jerk. So, have you realized who done it yet?
Maki knows. The culprit of this case. If my detective work hasn't failed me, the culprit is inside that exisal. Just the exisal now. It can only be them. It can only be you, Kaito. We're playing the role of Kokichi this whole
The
time.
apparent victim we saw in the video was Kaito, which means Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera. At first, if the 2 of them switched while the press was stopped, then the
Squash.
culprit who started the hydraulic press again and crushed Kokichi must be Kaito. So, the person inside that exisal isn't Kokichi. It has to be Kaito.
What did you say?
So the culprit for this case is Kaito Momota. That is what the ultimate detective has deduced, right?
Kaito is the culprit? What? You're joking, right? You can't be serious.
I don't want to believe it either, but it's the only way any of this makes sense. My detective work has led me to the conclusion that Kaito is the culprit.
You still haven't done a few important things here.
Is that true? Is Kaito really in there?
Hey, answer us! If you really are Kaito, then...
I'm the culprit.
She's gonna take the blame, huh? She
There's
doesn't want.
no
She
way
doesn't
that
want
Kaito
Kaito.
can still be alive. Because I'm the culprit.
Ah, because she's claiming, hey, because technically, because of the poison, Kaito should have died too.
Wait, you? But didn't you say...
I saw it with my own eyes. Kokichi drank the antidote that he stole from Kaito. There's no doubt Kaito died. And he died because of my poison arrow.
Well, you told us you didn't want to kill Kaito.
Yes, I never wanted to. I wanted to believe that I didn't kill him. But the truth speaks differently. In the end, I was just running away from the facts.
I don't understand.
Maki, are you trying to protect Kaito? If he's the culprit, they're trying to get him away, trying to help him get away.
There was only one antidote, so it's more likely he died from my poison arrow. This is the truth.
It's not decided yet. I could have still killed him with the hydraulic press. Either way, those are the two options. Monokuma knows the answer, right?
Huh? Are those the only options?
I guess that's how things turned out.
No, that can't be. The person in that exisal is...
It's not Kaito! I saw Kokichi drink the antidote! There's no mistake. Kaito is dead. I killed Kaito. There's absolutely no doubt. That's the truth.
Ah, as I thought. I thought so. Maki's trying to protect Kaito. I understand how she feels, but if Kaito is the culprit, why did he agree to Kokichi's plan? I can't imagine that Kaito would do something so selfish. There must be a reason for it. I truly believe that. But I have to get to the bottom of this before I can uncover that truth.
But, Maki, you don't know for certain that Kokichi drank the antidote.
What?
You saw him drink it right in front of you, but you couldn't confirm he actually did it. So maybe there's another possibility.
What are you talking about?
Oh, she looks truly scared there.
Impossible. That's impossible. There is no other possibility. I killed Kaito!
Argument ornament. Oh, wow. Whoa. Harbinger of death, huh?
I killed Kaito! You're the one who's wrong. He died from my poison arrow. There's no other possibility. What do you know? I killed Kaito! You're the one who's wrong. He died.
Doing pretty okay.
It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you keep getting in the way. You're so goddamn annoying. It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you keep getting in the way.
Okay, almost there.
I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw.
There it is. Final blow.
I saw Kokichi drink the
10
antidote.
to drink the antidote.
It ends here!
Yep. There we go.
Kokichi just pretended to drink the antidote. He didn't actually drink it.
He pretended to drink it?
Drinking the antidote was part of his lie. Maki could only see so much through the window. She didn't confirm Kokichi drank it. I believe that Kokichi knew this and just pretended to drink the antidote. After Maki left, he gave the antidote to Kaito.
So they can agree.
There's a strong possibility that all of this was done to make Kaito cooperate.
Make him cooperate?
The swapping trick required the victim and culprit to work together. Kaito's cooperation was essential to Kokichi's plan. However, I don't think Kokichi would be able to sway Kaito easily.
Yeah, Kaito was already kind of pissed off with him.
He needed leverage. He gave Kaito the antidote in exchange for his cooperation.
In exchange for his own life, you mean?
Kaito had no choice. He had to cooperate after Kokichi saved his life.
Yes, an eye for an eye, but Kaito should have realized that.
That's just Kaito's character, and Kokichi knew that. He swallowed his pride with the antidote and agreed to participate in Kokichi's plan.
But didn't Kokichi make this plan? What good is it for him if he's dead?
I imagine this was all part of Kokichi's plan to confuse us. You wouldn't think that someone would plan their own murder.
He went so far as to give up his life just to create this mystery?
Only Kokichi could think of something so nefarious. Who else would agree to die just to execute their plan?
Why would he go that far?
I bet Kokichi was determined to beat me at my own game, no matter what. But too bad. Shuichi figured out the truth.
Truth? Are you sure it's not delusion?
Delusion?
A delusion completely off the mark. To make you think that I died. But who cares what you guys think? This is between me and Monokuma. I don't give a crap if the extras in this game get it right or not.
Extras? I'm fine with being an extra.
Wow.
Huh? Why? If we're just extras, then even if we get it wrong, we won't get killed.
No, I'd still kill you all. Kokichi's words in my mouth.
Wow, he was on the mark with that one.
But why? You are being so friendly with us.
If Monokuma gets it right, then he takes everyone's lives, yeah? But if Monokuma gets it wrong, then he'd have no right to take everyone's lives. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, then this killing game can't function anymore.
Can't function anymore? Oh, oops.
Kaito, I believe in you.
If you're cooperating with his plan, you must have a reason. Determine that reason. I need to reveal the truth.
I still think Kaito is the culprit. Thinking of it that way makes all the pieces fit. I will show you the truth. The truth you can't deny.
All right, time to form our final argument, or closing argument. Bleh. So we only have hit the Exisal. Do with the electro hammer. There it is. Right on the head. And then Exisal inside the hanger. Kokichi. And trail of blood. To the left. Why was Kokichi dragged along the floor? Kokichi was dragged along the floor? When did we figure that out? Electro bomb. That's last. First. Ooh, give me the culprit. What? One enemies of the flesh. The hydraulic press. Oh. Wait, hold on. See the item from Hidden Gold. The culprit. Shoot. Was arrow he fired. Take from the culprit. Did she take out? Okay, this one. And the only antidote. Alright. How many? Assembled crossbow. That was after Himiko. Wait, where did the culprit shoot? Oh, no. Right here. There it is. What's this one? Kokichi in the press. Man, look at those pectorals that Kokichi has. Jesus Christ. In the press, so first, this guy. Then drink the antidote. Actually drank the antidote. He's the culprit. 3 arrows. This was left evidence that they leave behind. There we go. Kokichi's back. That's where the first shot was fired. Oh, wait, no. There's the second shot. Who was hit by the second arrow Maki fired? Oh, okay. Maki fired the first arrow at Kokichi. Was flushed down the toilet, which was down all the way over here. Flushed down the toilet. It was easy. Kokichi's culprit's left arm. That was hit by the second one. And then the only one left is right arm, which is the first arrow fired. There we go.
This is the
Is that?
truth of the case. Let's go over the trick that Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night, Kibo saw she was carrying a black case and heading to the Exisal hangar. When she reached the hangar, she handed the case to someone through the bathroom window. That someone is the culprit of this case. Locked in the bathroom, the culprit had asked Himiko to bring them a certain weapon. A disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. The culprit was going to use the crossbow to challenge Kokichi to a fight. Some time passed, and Maki made her way to the hangar. She was going to the hangar to kill Kokichi and save the culprit trapped in the bathroom. However, the hangar had an electric barrier preventing her from entering. Fortunately for her, she had an electro hammer to get around the barrier, in a way. She used her electro hammer to disable an exisal and climbed inside. She knew exisals could bypass the barrier, so she got inside one. Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their confrontation. While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit ambushed him with a crossbow. But the culprit didn't intend to kill Kokichi. They just wanted to disable him. That's why the culprit aimed for Kokichi's right arm. If they really wanted to kill him, they would have shot him in his vitals. Kokichi reeled from the arrow, and the culprit jumped on him immediately. He didn't want Kokichi to have the chance to summon an exisal with a remote. While they were fighting, something happened that caught them both off guard. The shutter of the hangar opened, and an exisal stepped inside. Kokichi was definitely not expecting an exisal to interrupt them. He pulled out his remote in an attempt to control the exisal. But Maki leaped out of the cockpit and shot Kokichi with her crossbow. The arrow hit Kokichi right in the back, and it was no normal arrow. The tip was covered in a lethal poison from my lab called Strike 9 poison. The poison kills slowly, It seems as if Maki wanted Kokichi to confess before he died. But even with poison in his veins, Kokichi continued to spin his lies. When she had had enough, Maki tried to finish him off with another poisoned arrow. But this time, Maki was the one caught by surprise. To keep Maki from becoming the Blackened, the culprit used their body to shield Kokichi. The culprit's left arm was struck by a poison arrow. Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab and immediately ran off to get it. The strychnine poison slowly circulated through their systems and would soon kill them both. But in that desperate situation, Kokichi thought up a clever lie. He incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to help him win the killing game. Or should I say, help him defeat Monokuma. That was Kokichi's true objective. It's why he claimed to be the mastermind. Thinking fast, Kokichi closed the shutter so that Maki could not re-enter the hangar. Thus, Kokichi's final lie was set into motion. When Maki returned with the antidote, she couldn't get back inside the hangar. So she went around to the hangar bathroom and passed the antidote through the window. But after the culprit was given the antidote, Kokichi immediately snatched it. Kokichi drank down all of the antidote while the culprit and Maki watched in horror. Maki must have been panicking, thinking the only antidote was now gone. She believed that the culprit was going to die from her own poisoned arrow. But it was all another one of Kokichi's lies. He had only pretended to drink the antidote. Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, even slashing the control panel. But she couldn't get the shutter to open again. Defeated, she had no choice but to leave. After Maki had left, Kokichi took out another weapon. An electrobomb, capable of disabling communication devices for hours. Kokichi's plan was to use an electrobomb to knock out Monokuma's surveillance cameras. That was why he commissioned Mew to make the bombs in the first place. After detonating an electrobomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote. In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate with his plan. Kokichi needed to work with the culprit to execute his final lie. Under normal circumstances, the culprit would never have agreed to such a plan. But because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request. Request is a generous term. It was more like blackmail. In any case, the two were now working together as accomplices in an insane plan. There was a lot to prepare and not a lot of time. They had to work fast. If Kokichi died from the strychnine poison, the whole plan would be ruined. After fabricating the scene in the bathroom, the culprit dragged Kokichi to the hydraulic press. This is how the swipe pattern bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was created. Kokichi, with the support of the culprit, stood in front of the press's control panel. The two of them were finally ready to execute the insane lie. while Kokichi was setting up the video camera near the hydraulic press's control panel. The culprit laid face up inside the press, draping their coat over their shoulders. Then, Kokichi activated the press and the camera's record button at the same time. The hydraulic press came down slowly, all caught on tape for us to see. Normally, the safety function would have triggered, but the electrobomb had disabled it. The press got lower and lower, and just as the culprit disappeared from view, Kokichi pressed the force stop button and the camera's pause button simultaneously. The two then switched places and also switched roles. The culprit and the victim. The would-be victim became our culprit and started up the press and camera. Kokichi had saved the culprit's life because his trick required their cooperation. He wanted to win the killing game, even if it meant dying himself. And so, Kokichi was crushed by the press, and the whole thing was caught on video. The culprit's left sleeve was dangling from the press, making us think he was the victim. Now alone, the culprit collected the video camera and tore the hydraulic press's power cord so that it could never be raised again. This would make it impossible for us to determine the identity of the crushed body. But there was another reason the victim was killed in this way. It obfuscated the cause of death, making the case that much more difficult to solve. This was all part of Kokichi's plan to create a murder not even Monokuma could figure out. With the press disabled, the culprit returned to the bathroom to flush Kokichi's clothes. Finally, they climbed inside of an exisal to hide and waited with bated breath. And here they are now in this trial, pretending to be Kokichi. They're trying to deceive Monokuma in order to defeat the true mastermind. And that's it. That's Kokichi's unidentified culprit trick. The culprit is in that exisal. It's you, isn't it? Kaito Momota, the ultimate astronaut.
And after such a wild ride of a trial and investigation.
I'm right, aren't I? That's you in there, isn't it, Kaito?
We hopefully have reached the truth.
Really? Is it really, Kaito?
I must reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man, Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions.
I'm actually quite surprised that Kaito was able to mimic Shuichi's crazy speech patterns.
Huh? You're still not gonna admit it?
Admit it? But it's wrong.
But logically speaking, his deduction tracks.
If it's really Kaito in there, he would have admitted it by now. Is Shuichi's reasoning wrong somehow?
No, my deduction work was flawless. It's the truth. I'm sure that Kaito is inside that exisal. So why is Kaito still fighting me? Is this about Monokuma? Or is there another aspect to this?
You claim everything is set, and that's it. You don't have any evidence, do you? You all think the body was switched when the hydraulic press stopped for a moment. But that's just speculation in the end. No evidence to back it up. So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, then it's likely I didn't do anything, right? It's totally possible that the body switching never happened and Kaito is dead. Not just possible, it's the actual truth.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should trust Shuichi's deduction. I'm sure everything will be okay. This emotion I've learned, I believe you call it faith. That's what I feel right now.
That's right. We have to believe in Shuichi.
Well, I don't care either way. But if you guys get it wrong, you'll have to deal with Monokuma. What will the results of this voting time be? If Monokuma makes a mistake, he won't be able to execute anyone, right? Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game.
Ruin? I see. So that's your objective. You mean to ruin the killing game itself. That's why Kaito has been so stubborn all this time. But what does he mean by ruin exactly? Monokuma can do whatever he wants to the rules. How would you ruin something like that? What would be the point?
Come on, Monokuma. Start the voting already.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Sheesh! Let's proceed with voting time, shall we? Sorry I fell short of your expectations, but I'm pretty sure I won't make any mistakes. 'Cause I got the ultimate detective's airtight logic on my side.
Now I know the whole truth and why. I believe in my own logic, and I believe in Kaito. From this point on, it's not about logic. It's not about logic. It's about how far I'm willing to go. I believe in you, Kaito. Not as a detective, but as Shuichi Saihara.
Can I just say something? I'd like to have one last conversation before we vote.
Uh-oh.
One last conversation?
There's more to talk about?
You see, before we vote, there's something I have to say. I just need you all to listen.
What's going on here? Monokuma File 5, Kaito's coat, Kochiki's slow.
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Of course not! I would never die!
I trust Shuichi.
Kaito's trying to ruin the game. That's why he's hiding the truth. I don't know exactly why, but he's putting his life on the line for it. So to put my faith in him, this is the only way. Everything we've turned up to now. What if I turn it on its head? Yes, I need to lie.
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's...
I'll reveal the truth.
Because we haven't lied at all during this trial either.
Kokichi, I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
What?
Uh-oh!
What do you mean, lie?
Why did you say Kokichi? The one in the exisal is...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've deceived you all.
Huh?
The truth is, after we found the crushed body, I saw Kokichi.
You saw Kokichi?
What you gotta say now, Kokichi?
Yes. He threatened me, told me that if I didn't do what he said, he'd kill us all. He wanted me to lie about what I saw, so that the trial would be more interesting. But I can't do it anymore. I can't keep lying like this. I have to tell the truth. Kokichi isn't dead. He's alive.
Hold on! Why did you wait until now to mention this?
I'm so sorry, Kibo, but it's true.
Really? I really am sorry. But this is the only way. Kaido is trying to fool Monokuma, trying to ruin the class trial. If Kaido is risking his life to do this, then I'll stand by him. I believe in Kaito. I believe in what he's trying to do. He's not doing this to hurt us. I'm sure he's trying to save us all. If Monokuma wants to rely on my detective work, fine. I'll just lie.
Everyone, please, don't vote for Kaito. There's no doubt about it. Kokichi is in that exocell. He's the culprit.
Hey, Shuichi, I don't know what you're scheming, but as far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't extras at all. If you guys are wrong, you're gonna have to take your punishments like champs. Got it?
I'm not wrong. We can't vote for Kaito.
Stop it! That's enough.
There he is. He's gonna break it.
Huh?
It's over.
There he is.
If you guys get it wrong and Monokuma gets it right, then you'll all get punished. There's no way I can let that happen. So, it's fine. Let's end this.
There he is.
Kaito!
So, it really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything. But before that, it's voting time. All right, don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it? I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Kaito, no!
It's just like you to figure it all out, Shuichi. You're really something else. So all you gotta do is believe in your reasoning. That's what detectives do. Hey, Monokuma, let's hurry up and get this vote started.
Well said. Let's get this started then. The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
Well then. Here we go for the second round. So, it's definitely you, huh? I'm sorry, buddy. But if you believe in me, you say this is alright, then okay.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
Results. Kaito Momota.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Verdict. There's Kaito. Nobody is in there. It's funny. Skill bonus. Ooh. Oh shoot, I got all A's. Damn, son, yes. I got a few misses, but sure, whatever. Back route. Alright. Let's hear it, Kaito.
Well,
Well, if the culprit's gonna confess, I guess even morons can't screw this up.
absolutely right.
The blackened who killed Kokichi Oma is Kaito Momota. You all got it right. So you all got it right, huh? Even Suichi and Makiro voted for me. What a relief! Well, I knew you guys wouldn't get it wrong.
But you know,
But man, it was hard to act like Kokichi the whole time. I mean, sure, he wrote most of his own lines.
Jeez.
Seriously, look at this huge script. He wrote the whole thing. Even got a bunch of alternative lines for different events, too.
Huh.
But even so, I still had to ad-lib. You guys couldn't tell, though, huh?
Come on, man.
Hey, come on, guys. Don't look so sad. You guys got it right. It's all good.
Why?
Why? Why did you kill Kokichi? You were against the killing game, so why did you kill him? I believed that you absolutely wouldn't do such a thing. Maki. She was protecting Kaito, or just believing in him, like me.
That's right.
Yeah, I should explain. Most of it was just like Suichi said.
After Kokichi pretended to take the antidote, he gave it to me. I mean,
Then he told me that I had to cooperate with his plan.
hey!
Plan? What plan? I've been thinking this whole time of a plan to throw the mastermind off guard.
What?
Throw him off guard? What are you talking about? You're the mastermind.
Ah.
Oh, that was a lie. I only pretended to be the mastermind.
What?
Pretended? You fell for it? You fell for it. You all fell for it. Ugh. But you know, I prepared a bunch of stuff. Like this remote control. I am you make it. The mysterious message in the courtyard, using Gonta and making him a murderer. All that preparation was just to make you guys think I was the mastermind.
What?
What the hell? Why'd you do all that? The reason why I pretended to be the mastermind?
Shit!
Was to end this boring killing game.
Huh?
To end it?
Yeah.
I thought if I showed you the despairing truth, you guys wouldn't want to go outside anymore. I thought it would end the killing game. But instead, this happened. I'm gonna die by Maki's hands. Why do you think this happened? Why do you think Maki tried to kill me? Why do you think the killing game started again?
What?
Why?
Oh, man.
Because the true mastermind instigated it. I'm certain of it. They made a move without us noticing. Man, thanks to that, everything is ruined.
Hold on!
The true mastermind instigated it? So whoever that person is, they also instigated Maki's actions too?
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, they probably tried to eliminate me because I pretended to be the mastermind.
What?
My actions were instigated by the true mastermind? But that can't be. The reason I decided to kill Kokichi was because I remembered the truth from the flashback light.
Could it be...
Maybe making you remember the truth was what the mastermind wanted.
Huh?
What? Maybe the true mastermind had us use the flashback light so we could target Kokichi as a remnant of despair.
Which means...
So the flashback light itself was the true mastermind's trap all along. They expected us to target Kokichi once we remembered he was a remnant of despair.
Okay.
Despair? Kokichi certainly expected it. That's why he talked about the true mastermind. But even so, this is all rather convenient for the true mastermind. The person claiming to be the mastermind would just so happen to be a remnant of despair? Were all the students of Hope's Peak Academy and our fates are tied to the remnants of despair? I would never have imagined that fate would bring us to Kokichi's murder. It just plays too nicely for the mastermind, true mastermind. I didn't know about that flashback light. Guess that's another mystery for you.
I mean,
Anyway, like I was saying,
you know,
then who is this true mastermind? Who knows? I don't know either.
But
But it doesn't matter. We can't lose. This game is pointless even unless you win. That's why I thought of a special plan. When I'm on the verge of losing, my plan will help me win.
huh?
I don't really get it, but is this the plan to throw off the mastermind? Well, it's not that difficult. Kaito, I need you to kill me.
What?
What?
I mean,
The plan was to make a case where the victim was unknown. and then trick Monokuma into thinking I was the victim, so he messed up. If he ruled that either Maki Roll or Kokichi were the blackened, then I'd show up myself and Monokuma's ruling would be invalid. And if Monokuma's ruling was invalid, the killing game would end.
But
That's what I'm most curious about. What makes you think it would end?
That's right.
Yeah, I asked Kokichi about that myself. Why would Monokuma care if he messed up on who the blackened was? And this is what he said.
well, you know.
Even if Monokuma or the true mastermind, even if it's the Monokuma or the true mastermind, they can't break the rules as they please. Being unfair like that isn't allowed.
Hold up.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Death games are meant to be watched. If no one was watching, there would be no reason to be such a stickler about the rules. There would be no point to making a game in this first place.
But
But Monokuma's been a stickler about the rules and about making the game interesting. That's why he agreed to my plan in the virtual world.
which means...
Which means Monokuma is aware that someone is watching us. In which case, I have no doubt that this death game is being shown to someone.
What did you say?
So, this is some kind of show?
But
But who'd be watching? We're the only people left alive, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's right. The flashback light is the reason we can even remember that.
Nah.
But Kokichi might have been right. Why have a death game if no one's watching? I'm not sure about it. I wasn't sure about it at first, but after this class trial, there's no doubt.
Listen up.
Monokuma can't do whatever he wants. He's bound by the rules of the game. That's why he couldn't afford to get the culprit wrong. Why he relied on Suichi.
Yeah.
It's just like Kokichi said. If this game's rules don't matter so much, someone's watching. A death game is made to be watched. If that's true, then who? Who is watching? Who is watching this?
hey,
What's all this about, Monokuma? If this is a killing game, is this killing game really a show for someone? Who can say? Yeah. Why would you tell us? We were friends during the trial.
You guys.
Honestly, I was just happy you guys cooperated with me.
Well,
Humans love to help. They jump at any opportunity to extend a helping hand.
Well then,
And here's another question. Who are you, really? If Kokichi, a remnant of despair, is not the mastermind,
incomprehensible.
then who's the true mastermind? Is it another remnant of despair like him?
ahem.
I'm gonna spill the beans on a perfect to-be-continued cliffhanger like that. Why are you just too cute?
what?
Huh? Really?
Hey,
I understand Kokichi's plan, but why did you agree to work with him, Kaito? Why did you agree to kill Kokichi? Because he saved your life? You should have just ignored him. He's better off dead anyway.
Nah.
It was kind of hard to ignore such an annoying guy.
huh?
What?
Jeez.
Jeez, I wonder how far ahead he planned this evil scheme of his.
What?
Yeah, but killing you?
Don't screw
What are you
around.
talking about? You want me to kill you?
Ah.
I'd figured you'd react like that. But are you sure you're okay with that? Because if this poison kills me, then Maki would become the blackened. And her crime would be exposed so easily.
Well, you know...
If that happened, then Maki and I would have died for no reason, right? Which is just what the true mastermind expects.
What?
What? Damn it, that's playing dirty. So that's why you gave me the antidote. I am the ultimate supreme leader. There are no depths I won't sink to. There's his zombie form again. Even if I have to sacrifice myself! Anyway, this is our chance. Our chance to end this killing game.
Ruin this killing game.
That's why you have to kill me, so we can win and ruin this killing game. We'll bring the true mastermind and everyone who's watching. We'll bring them down to utter despair. There's your soul-sucking form, Jesus. Then everything who died can rest in peace. I can't do that. I can't do evil voices. I'm sorry. Ack. Ah, crap. I'm gonna die soon. Can we get this started already?
Damn.
You're seriously crazy, dude. But you know,
At least I wasn't boring, right?
That punk.
then he blackmailed you using me by using me?
Nah.
No. I agreed to his plan once I heard the words ruin this killing game.
Jeez.
It was crazy, but that let him come up with some crazy plans. And we needed a crazy plan in order to stand a chance against Monokuma. I bet on that chance. I didn't have any other choice.
Damn it.
'Cause I'm out of time. Your terminal illness.
What?
Time?
Could it be...
Kaito, you mean your health?
What are you talking about?
But you said you were fine. You told me not to worry about it anymore.
My bad.
Ah, my bad. That was a lie.
Huh?
A lie? Yeah, it's pretty bad, honestly. I'm at my limit just talking. No, it can't be.
But you know,
I gotta wonder how this all happened. I don't remember at all. In my memories, I was fine during the medical exams on my training. If he was fine during the medical exam, then that means
Could it be...
this must be the virus.
what?
Virus?
If I remember correctly,
One of the plagues that caused our planet to crumble. A virus carried by meteorites that spread across the globe. Ugh. Hope's Peak Academy, along with the rest of the planet, was in danger of extinction. Even though we had come so far and triumphed over so much despair, we were almost wiped out in an instant.
could it be...
This must have something to do with the virus. Kaito didn't use the flashback light, so he might not have remembered it. But we weren't supposed to be. Weren't we supposed to be immune? We were selected because we didn't.
Well,
Perhaps the virus was dormant when you were selected for the Gopher project.
to tell you the truth,
You could have been infected the whole time, showing no symptoms until very recently.
What did you say?
What? Kaito is infected by the virus? How could that be?
Jeez.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I guess I'm pretty screwed, huh? Well, I knew this was coming. That's why I agreed to Kokichi's plan.
But you know...
When I found out about the plan, I thought it was pretty awesome.
Hey, so...
Kokichi left me with the whole outline of it. I freaked out when I read it. It's a pretty good plan. I thought we might be able to trick Monokuma. But I knew Tsuichi'd see right through it to the end. Ugh. I'm gonna start that again. But I knew Tsuichi would see right through it in the end.
Huh?
What?
Well done.
That's exactly how it went. Nice job, Tsuichi. You're really something.
Well then,
Kaito, did you?
That's right.
Yeah, I knew you guys would figure everything out.
Got it.
That's why I was able to get on board with Kokichi and lie to you like that. Even if I messed stuff up during the trial, I knew Tsuichi'd see the truth.
My sidekick.
Just what I expect from my sidekick.
Why?
Why? If you knew I'd see through it, why?
Then,
If you knew it was pointless from the start, then you shouldn't have gone that far.
Nah.
Nah, it wasn't pointless. It ended up being a huge success.
What's that mean?
Why?
I mean,
Because of this plan and Kokichi pretending to be the mastermind,
got it.
we got close to the true mastermind's lair. Behind this truth, there's gotta be a hint that leads to the real truth.
Huh?
The real truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. That's why Kokichi gave his life.
but
You talk as if he was your partner, when you hated him so strongly before.
What?
Oh, I hate his guts. Honestly, I'm still pissed off at him. He made us go through so much crap to the end. No, even beyond that. He was a lying sack of shit.
Hey,
It's getting harder to breathe, so please, can you?
Hey, so...
Hey, can I ask you one thing? You want to ruin this killing game, but you kept saying how fun this game was. That was a lie, obviously. How could a game that you're forced to play be fun? I had to think this game was fun to survive. I had to lie to myself.
Huh?
You little... The bastards who created this game to toy with our lives, and the shit's enjoying it too. They all piss me off. That's why I'm willing to do whatever it takes to end this game. I'm sorry that Kokichi's voice keeps on changing because I can't find a good consistency with it. Kokichi said that?
Nah.
That could have been a lie too. He probably just said it so he'd cooperate with him. Was it really a lie? I think his dying words may have been the honest truth.
It's a lie.
No, it's definitely a lie. He's not the type to shed real tears.
But
I wonder which one it is. A lie or the truth? Even now at the very end, I don't really understand Kokichi. But maybe that was what lying is all about. The truth is in the eye of the beholder, huh? Kokichi was the very embodiment of a lie. That pretty much wraps up my explanation. Now finally, I need to apologize to Suichi.
Huh?
What? Me?
I mean,
To be honest, I was jealous of you.
Huh?
Jealous?
that's right.
Because you were always saving us, you know? Your detective skills kept us alive. You were just way too cool, and I got frustrated.
My bad.
So that's why I was so harsh on you. My bad.
That's wrong.
Hey. No, Kaito. That's not true.
Hey,
I was only so confident because you were there for me, Kaito. When you made me your sidekick, you said that you'd take the responsibility. And that's why I can do all this. If you didn't talk to me back then, even now I'd be... Kaito!
Kaito! What?
Kaito, are you okay? How can I be okay? I'm about to die.
Okay.
Sure you are, bucko, 'cause it's punishment time! Punishment? I won't let you.
I won't let you kill him.
I won't let you kill Kaito! Oh, you're planning to get in the way? You know what'll happen if you do that, don't you?
So what?
I don't care what happens. I plan to kill you from the start.
Indeed.
Yes, I've determined to fight back for a while now.
Cut it out.
No, stop!
Kaito.
No, Kaito, I can't. Can't let you die, Kaito.
That's it.
I don't care if you're sick. I don't care if you're dying. I won't let Monokuma touch you.
What was that?
What's so funny?
Hey!
Oh, just thinking about life and how irreplaceable it is. Know what I mean?
Huh?
What? When a life ends, the closest to it mourn. But if you could somehow recycle that life, then the closest to it wouldn't need to mourn anymore, right?
That's nice.
If you could recycle life, the world would be filled with hope. That's my point.
Hey.
What are you talking?
Hey!
Alright, kids, time for your grand re-entrance. Uh-oh. It's the Mono Cubs, aren't they? There they are.
Rise and shine, Earthsign! With our powers combined, we are the Mono Cubs!
Uh-oh, now I gotta remember their voices. Fuck.
Huh?
Huh? I think probably Suichi said that, too. I'm Monotaro. No matter how you read it, or spell it, or say it, I'm still Monotaro. What the? That's a total lie.
By the way,
What the hell's going on? I could have swore there was more of you chumps before.
Hell yeah!
Fuck if I know. Let's destroy Monodub now. This sad sack is bumming me the fuck out.
What did you say?
What the? Weren't all the Monocups completely destroyed?
Hey,
Those old Monocups were destroyed. These Monocups are the latest models. They still got their factory settings, so in a way, it's like they're brand new characters.
thank you so.
But who cares? Now that my Cubs are back, I'm not lonely and miserable anymore.
What's that?
You brought them back on a whim like that?
You guys.
You guys are just as replaceable, maybe not as replaceable as the Monocubs. But finding other people to participate in the killing game is easier than you might think. Finding other people?
oh well.
I got no idea what's going on or what any of this means, but that's right.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! You're so fucking lovable as shit. Except Monodum, of course. Or we're so fucking lovable.
Hey!
Oh, do you know what else this means? Now that the Monocums are back, I've got my Exisol entourage protecting me again. Still want to defy me now? This is bad. If you got the Exisol's back...
Shut up.
So what?
I won't let you kill him.
It doesn't matter. I won't let you kill Kaito. I'll fight until the end. Stop. Even if you fight in the Exosouls, you'll just get killed, damn it. The remote control and the last Electro-Bomb were crushed in the press.
No.
No, I won't give up. Maki roll, enough already. I never felt this way before. I've always fought to kill, but this is the first time I fought to protect someone. Huh? And I've never given a nickname like Maki roll before either.
What?
You! I've never met someone as stubborn as you before, Baka. And I've never fallen for someone before. Aw, she does love him. Oh, fuck, this is gonna be sad.
What?
Maki roll! Maki,
No.
I don't want this to end. I just don't.
I won't let you kill him.
That's why I won't let you kill Kaito. I absolutely won't let you!
My bad.
Maki roll, I'm sorry. That's not an option. I don't have as much time left as you think. I'm fighting just to stay standing. But I...
Hey, so...
Hey, Maki roll, I asked you before, what's your enemy? Before, you hated yourself so much. You didn't even realize you'd even like yourself a little. Wasn't that the reason you tried? To distance yourself from the others?
That's right.
You've decided that you didn't deserve to have friends, didn't you? That was your enemy.
Don't worry about it.
But not anymore, huh? You're all right now. You fell for a guy like me. You can learn... Now you can learn to like yourself.
Come on, man.
Hey, don't cry. Can you send me off with one last smile?
I believe in you.
You guys too. I'm not gonna allow any tears. Send me off with a bang.
Okay.
All right, cry, Kaito. I won't cry.
I'll endure it.
Me too. I'm gonna hold it in. Yeah, I'll endure it. I can't cry, even if I wanted to. Hey, sorry about the wait, Monokuma. Can you go ahead and start now?
Okay.
Can do.
Dong dong dong.
Oh boy, my first punishment time. I've never seen one before.
Hey,
But let me just say this to the true mastermind controlling Monokuma.
get ready.
You better get ready. My friends aren't gonna lose to you. Damn, that's a new sprite. Look at him, all fired up. That's all.
Please.
I'll leave the rest to you guys. End this ridiculous killing game.
Please do not worry.
We'll end it. So please, don't worry.
Shuichi.
And Suichi, never forget, you're not alone. You have friends. Don't try to do everything by yourself, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Kaito. Okay.
The impossible is possible.
Don't forget, the impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Kaito. Aww. Look at how sad Maki is.
Maki roll.
Maki roll? How long are you gonna cry? You should smile.
Sorry.
I can't. That's impossible. I can't. Of course. My bad for making you cry like that.
All right.
Alright then. Let's end this with a bang.
I'm Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars.
A special punishment suited for the Luminary of the Stars.
Okay.
You don't gotta tell me. I'm excited to get this started.
Get ready.
Oh yeah? Well, screw you. I'm not gonna die the way you want.
It's punishment time.
Gotta say, this seems familiar. Going to the end of the earth, huh? Instead of going into space. On right rock bottom. Yeah. Nope. Went to the other side of the earth. And... error? Died happy. Execution failed. Kibo? No, it's Hoge! Monakuma's pissed. Kaito! Kibo, you okay? You lost your Hoge there. You gonna be alright?
Right?
Kibo, are you okay? You got hit by the breeze when you protect.
Well,
I'm fine. More importantly...
Hey,
What's the matter, Monokuma? Upset that Kaito won?
Yeah?
Eh? What do you mean Kaito won?
Because
He died before the end of your punishment. Kaito didn't die from your execution.
Okay.
That's right, Kaito wasn't killed by you.
Yeah.
It's Kaito's victory. We lost? I don't know if he meant to do it, but he certainly went off like a stubborn jackass. Well, whatever, it's not like this is the end of the killing game, so it's fine.
What was that?
It's not over?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah, no shit.
hey,
Ain't it written in the school regulations?
That's right.
The killing game will go on until there are just one blackened or two spotless. School regulations. So you're gonna follow the regulations, huh? The only reason you want rules is because you're showing this to someone.
Well,
I just want an entertaining killing game. And you're certainly entitled to your opinion.
That's wrong.
That's enough. I'm doing my old hat pose. Shit, I brought up the log and remembering all the dialogue you just told me. Enough of your bullshit, Monokuma. I made a promise to Kaito. I will end this killing game.
That's it.
And to give Kaito's death meaning, I swear I will keep my promise.
You're right.
Yeah, we're not going to let anyone else die. Who's even gonna play that game anymore? It's already over. Kibo, you okay there, dude? You could cut this tension with a knife. What's everyone talking about anyway?
Well, actually,
Feels like we stumbled into the last act. I don't know what's happening at all.
Pops!
Yo, Pops, fill us in. We want to help you out. Oh, Monosuke is acting nice. He's sucking up for brownie points.
They're so...
Oh, I can't help myself around you cute little cubs. Gather around, kids. I'll spend a whole month telling you about what you missed. A whole month? Won't that take longer than the whole chapter?
My...
I'll tell you about it and I will smother you with hugs and kisses. You kids go on ahead and wait for me at home.
So long, farewell!
Now they're gone.
huh?
Why did I stay behind? Because I wanna give you all a reward for working so hard.
Why, you...
We don't want it. Just go away.
You're really bugging me.
By the way, I don't know where you got that idea that this killing game can be stopped. There's nothing a participant can do to end this killing game. No way, nuh-uh. This game is gonna keep going and going for a long time. During his ranting, Monokuma took out.
Huh?
Huh? A flashback light? Fuck, we're gonna get into this right now? God, this thing's going on for such a long time. You didn't see that?
What?
What? What did you just do?
what?
Was that a flashback light just now?
Could it be?
Is it broken? I didn't feel like it remembered anything. This flashback light has a special effect. You remember soon enough. Remember that despair is the only choice you have. And that hope doesn't exist here at all. The killing game will never end. My God, doing so many voices. And then Monokuma left. He declared that this killing game would continue. Declared there is no hope. That gonna be it? That gonna be it? Is it done now? And after all that, I honestly don't remember how we got back. It took all that. Well, I had to accept the reality that Kaito was gone. And not just Kaito, Kokichi too. Someone we all trusted and someone none of us trusted. We lost both of them. But it wasn't all for nothing. Because we were drawing even closer to discovering the true mastermind. Oh, fuck! Please don't! The killing game will never end. Never ever. As long as I'm around, I'll never end. Repeat over and over and over. Why wouldn't I let some things this fun ever end? I won't have any more fun. As long as it's fun, we have to keep doing it. That's just simple supply and demand. They're gonna pull this crap a second time?
Such despair.
Motherfucker. Kodaka! That's the story writer for Danganronpa. Later that night, was it still in the thinking? Found myself standing in that one spot in the courtyard. Place where Kaito and I would train together. Hey, Maki too. My heart felt crushed. All the loss and guilt and helplessness sinking into my chest. But I stood there.
Well,
What are you doing?
Ah,
Maki.
hey,
So, you came too.
okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Maki. I'm sorry.
what?
For what?
I
I was the one who drove Kaito into a corner. Just like Kaede. I ended up betraying everyone important to me. It's all my fault.
Well,
Are you feeling lonely?
Huh?
Huh?
hey,
Are you lonely now that Kaito is gone?
Okay.
Yeah, lonely. I feel so lonely, so sad. I don't know what to do. The only reason I'm still alive right now is because of Kaito. If he hadn't been my friend, I would be.
that's right.
Me too. I can't remember the last time I ever cried that hard. I wonder how long it's been.
Okay.
But I won't cry anymore. I'm sad. But I'm grateful to Kaito.
Huh?
Grateful?
Okay.
Yeah. I want to tell him that rather than being sad or lonely, I'm grateful to him. That's why I won't cry anymore. I'm not going to wallow in my pity. I'm going to show him how much I appreciate all the things he did.
You're right.
Yeah, I guess it's the same for me. I want to show my appreciation too. I'm sure that our friends who've passed on don't want us to see us miserable. Thanks. Yeah, baka. So you guys were here after all.
Yeah.
Just like I thought.
Geez.
I knew you would be here because I cast a spell to find you.
Ah,
Sumugi? Himiko? If you don't mind, can we join in on your training? I just realized I'm the only male human here. Oh fuck, Suichi.
huh?
Huh? I'll train with you guys so that from the ground up so we can end this killing game together.
Huh?
We're going to end this together?
Yeah.
Himiko and I promised Kaito.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're gonna do what we promised and work together to end this killing game.
All right.
We can't afford to lose to despair.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Monokuma said that there's no hope anywhere. But he's wrong. There is hope. My friends are my hope. There it is. Kaito said it best. I'm not alone. Look at Himiko trying so hard. That's right. I have friends. Not just my friends here, but also my friends who have died. They all gave us their hope too. That's why I'm going to live. I want to live for everyone who died. Despair cannot defeat me. I will hold on and survive no matter what. Thank you, Kaito.
Let your sweat wash away all your sadness, fear, worry, and hardships. Just start moving your body and your pain will become memories before you know it.
Then you should train too.
Well, I don't have anything to worry about.
'Cause, I mean, I'm Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
Hey, no fair, Kaito.
Hey!
Oh, by the way. God, how long is this gonna go on for? Holy shit. What happened to Kibo? Do you know where he went?
Huh?
Kibo? I don't know. Yeah, what is that guy off doing? I don't think a robot really needs to do any training. But the rest of us are here. I kinda wish he'd come too. Either it's gonna show it or we're gonna exit out.
It's quiet. Too quiet. And yet, this silence is quite refreshing.
Kibo? What the? What's on your
I
back?
used to hear my inner voice with perfect clarity. It would fill me with the power of hope, guide me along the right path. I can't hear it anymore. All I hear now is silence. That silence means my will is now my own. Even if despair is all we have to choose, even if hope no longer exists, I will never give in to despair. I will end this. No matter what, I will force this to end. This school, this ultimate academy for gifted juveniles, is steeped in despair.
Oh shit, a 3D animation. What? You can fly? What? Holy shit.
And I will destroy it.
Oh dear. Oh fuck. Isn't everybody else hearing this? Voyage without passion or purpose. Completed. 5 people remaining. I'm the only one on the left. The Galactic Jacket, huh? Signing off. Want to save? I will. But first, let's end off this stream, shall we? Hoo boy, it's been a wild ride. Almost 4 hours. Holy shite. God damn. Hoo boy. I'm not sure if this is the longest I've streamed or what. But yeah, everybody. Looks like we got quite a lot to look forward to in the next chapter, huh? Well then, I guess this is it for now. I'll see you all in the next stream.